Hello, everyone, and welcome to Retro Book Club, conveniently following on my affiliate anniversary. I did not remember it was my affiliate anniversary until I started getting ready to go live today. That's how closely I've been keeping track of this. I am your host, Okami Games, and I am joined by four wonderful voices inside my head. I am joined by Alfie5.
Hello, hello.
I am joined by Freezestar.
I swear, I'm almost done with Neox Death. Give me a few minutes.
I am joined by J Emerald 99.
Well, it's good to be back here.
And I am joined by RoxanneNova.
Hello, I like to mess with the nacho dispenser at the gas station.
Alright, we have the games and we have the players, so all that's left is to take a look at the order, and we will be starting tonight with Alfie5's game. Up second is Freezestar. Third will be me. Fourth, J Emerald 99, and we'll be closing out tonight with RoxanneNova's game. So, let's get started with the first game of the night from Alfie5.
Alright, so I have a little bit of a story to tell. So I sent Okami my first game, and Okami couldn't get it to run on their end. So I sent Okami my second game, and that wasn't on the list of available consoles because I can't read. So I was just like, screw it, whatever. Third game, Bob.
Bob.
Bob. That's it, Bob.
Bob.
Let's get Bob.
Oh, Bob, I know this one.
Bob.
Oh,
Yeah, because you tried to send me a Neo Geo Pocket Color game. I'm like, I'm sad I had to reject this as a Neo Geo Pocket Color appreciator.
Bob.
Yeah.
I love SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hold on. Lost my own folders real quick. Why isn't showing up? Oh, no, it set up for a second. I saw it. There we go. Alright. Bob.
Yeah, so this is a game that I've definitely seen this game around. I've never personally gotten a chance to play it, though, so I'm intrigued.
I've never heard of it, but, you know, I'm open-minded.
I think I saw it in, like, one of Smite's Mystery Triathlons or something like that. That's probably where I saw it.
I do know one fun fact about it, and it's apparently built on the same engine they used for Wayne's World.
Like,
That's a good sign.
like Super Nintendo Wayne's World?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh boy.
This game definitely has, like, an Amiga look to it.
Mhm.
Which there's a lot of Amiga jank on Super Nintendo, so I can't be too surprised by that.
it's not too janky.
I watched the AVGN episode on the Amiga recently. It was funny. Had a little cookies and cream, not cookies and cream, cookie dough ice cream while I was watching. It was awesome.
Oh, was that a new one, or is that, like, the CD32 one? Because I know he did the CD32 and the Commodore 64.
I think it was... No, it's not the Amiga. Yeah, no, it was that. Sorry, I'm, like, out of it.
Nah, you're good. Because, like, I own an Amiga. I don't get much use out of it, unfortunately, because I don't have that many games for it. But it's something that I would like to dabble in some more sometime later. Maybe if I find, like, a bunch more games for it. Alright, well, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I am ready, and I am probably gonna make spaghetti.
Alright,
Maybe.
starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bob.
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 I see the continued function, which I'm going to assume is password-based.
Just password, yep.
So I have like a bit of a funny, a little funny thing to say. My friend Brian, also known as like Jimbo, around here, when we like watch like SpongeBob or something, every time he says he wants to watch SpongeBob, he's like, "Hey, can you put on some Bob?" It's funny.
Hey, can you put on some Bob for me?
Oh, I just observed something. So if you're like me and are just instinctively pressing the shoot button, don't, because you have limited ammo.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh,
You have limited ammo, so your right face button is going to be your melee attack, your left face button will be fire, your top face button will be gadget, and you cycle between your weapons and your gadgets with the bumpers respectively.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
I think there's fall damage.
It looks
I think there's just false stun, I'm not sure if there's damage.
like this is each gun and each special ability have their own ammo counts too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's not too difficult to run at it, or like it's not easy to run out of ammo, I will say, because you can beat enemies with a punch usually.
If you don't want to switch weapons, by the way, in combat, you can also do so through the pause menu. I gotta read this out really fast. Hi, I'm Alfie, and this is my robot, Bob.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was in a VC with Beak and a couple others. It was a couple days ago. We were mimicking each other. It was funny.
Look,
It was
look
really
at that
funny.
movement.
You mean like Beak hasn't been doing that with her Mimic Saga?
Exactly. That's why we started doing it.
Is she doing a Mimic Saga without us?
I mean, I think we got
reaction
the
to that one.
I think we
when
got
she saw
the
it.
I think we got the last instance of the Mimic Saga last week, at least for the time, because that's when Beak was impersonating me. Totally. And that's just it. Totally.
Oh, no, there's definitely fall damage.
But is it fall death?
don't know.
Eventually.
I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this
So-
definitely reminds me of stuff like Commander Keen or Jazz Jackrabbit, where it's...
On the surface, this game doesn't seem too bad until you start getting to the later levels where they start putting like death pits off screen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
of course.
Unfortunately, something that was common for this era.
This
The
place.
other thing I will warn you about is if you die, all of your gadgets and weapons get reset, and sometimes you need gadgets from previous stages.
Oh, there's
to
fall damage.
beat
Yeah.
a certain stage.
So it's
or
the
else
Gradius
extremely
syndrome.
difficult. A little bit, yeah.
I haven't really commented on it yet, but when you grab on to the things that you like crawl across, I love the animation
Yeah.
for when you crawl across. So goofy.
Fall damage in like
End of the
2D
level.
platformers is like the
Woo!
most like surreal thing to me, I guess, because it's
Wolf
just like
shooting, eh?
it's you know the Bubsy effect.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bubsy says hello. That's
Bubsy
the
syndrome.
like the worst case scenario when it's not just fall damage but fall death.
Yep, this is Wayne's World.
Boss
Already
shoot
time,
me.
excellent.
You know, I've actually never watched Wayne's World. Oh, I died.
I've seen.
this
I've
game
never
looks
seen it.
more. This game looks more coherent than Wayne's World.
I mean, Wayne's World isn't exactly a coherent game. Also, it's not the first time I've heard about a game, Wayne's World, being built in an engine for another game, because the NES one does that as well. And the engine for NES Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That is nutty.
Oh,
Like
right,
you-
this is a stage.
And like, you play the both of them, and you can definitely see the comparisons. Man, where am I?
Where is it? Oh, I got it. There's like a few seconds between turning around is an action. You can't just immediately turn around and jump.
Ah, the Prince of Persia effect. Yeah, look at him
I
go!
died.
Look at him go! Oh no, elevate. Oh god. Flamethrower is really good, but it's
Yeah.
you also chomp through its ammo pretty quickly.
Hey Jay, have you gotten the flamethrower yet?
Yes.
You know
I
what to
don't
say.
remember Toasty, really?
What they say, Toasty. I mean, yes, flamethrowers do make people very toasty. So I hear.
You know, if I had a flamethrower, I would use that irresponsibly to make s'mores. But to be fair,
That's
like
true.
who wouldn't?
But I mean, flamethrower powered s'mores just sounds really good right about now. Oh.
Yeah, giving me a flamethrower is the equivalent of giving a toddler a flamethrower. It's gonna, what you think's gonna happen is gonna happen.
It's like
How am I gonna explain this?
do you have your Spaceballs branded flamethrower ready for that?
Maybe.
The kids love this
Yeah.
one.
Okay, let's switch
That was close.
weapons, because Flamethrower doesn't have as much range as I would like it to, even if it's very powerful.
If there's one thing I'm a fan of, is that there's one healing item in the game, and it is a full heal.
Ow. It seems to be the stage end fully heals.
As well. It heals as well. There is a thing that's like gray and has 2 red dots. That's your healing item. That's around.
Yeah, the wrench looking thing.
I don't know if you guys have found it yet, but there is a gadget with like a icon on the right side, and it doesn't have the propeller on it. That is a screen nuke. It is very useful. So I would hold on to that if you're finding a room that is particularly difficult for you to continue to.
Screen nukes tend to be pretty useful in these run and gun sort of games. I play like Contra 3, and you know, using bombs in that is always good.
Oh, this game resets you to the start if you die.
Yep.
I mean, there's probably password. I mean, we already established there's passwords in this game.
Yeah.
So you just
passwords.
need to make it far enough to.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. Let me open up game FAQs.
I think I have the first 2 passwords written down somewhere.
Oh yeah, I died just before the full heal pickup, of course.
I mean, I already like just went continue before it. Yeah.
There's no way out of here.
If I did have them written down, I don't now. But my password is
Oh
171.
boy, that's a.
So
Yeah, I think Freeze and I fell.
Just put a
I think Freeze and I fell for the exact same thing.
Oh, there's no invincibility frames if you. I just found that out.
Yeah, nice death, but right before the end of that level.
So if you want to use the password I got, it's 171058.
If you want to write that in the Discord,
Oh, yeah,
for so it's easier for people to reference later if they want to skip ahead to later parts of the game.
And you get a password every 3 levels.
That explains why they put that death bit right at the end of that level, because they didn't want you to get a password.
Of course, you know, that whole rental game thing.
I fell for that death bit too, but I used the springboard gadget to get out.
I tried to, but then I accidentally used the nuke.
Do passwords remember the amount of lives you have, or does it always set you with 3 lives?
I think it's just the stage skip.
Wait, I need to check the eternal question.
Because when I play this on my own time, I use save states.
Fair enough.
I'm a dirty cheater.
This game does not have retro achievements.
I'd say state still works as a solution for that.
Yeah, I just don't want to punch in a password every time I die. So I just save state at the password screen.
Woo!
Oh, wait a minute.
Alright, well, I made it to the first password, so I'm in stage 4 now. I don't like the looks of this place. I also observed that stages do have time limits to them, which makes me worry about the later stages, and if they're going to be, like, either maze-like or just in general long enough that that time limit could be an issue.
I've run out of time in like the earlier levels, just trying to hit things that are blocking my way because I'm low on health.
Where does the game want me to go now?
There are branching paths, but they usually end up leading to the same place, so...
Well, rather, I think I'm in an area now where, I have no choice but to die. I don't see any other way out. The springboard doesn't take me high enough to get out. Okay, good. When you hit continue, if you found a password, the game will remember that password, you don't have to put it in.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have my lives back, so yeah, it does start you with 3 lives every time.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, for the time, that's nice of the game.
I wish you could jump and shoot upwards. That's my main, like, issue with the game. I find myself saving the tri-shot a lot.
Bogus.
Enemies on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I can definitely see the game getting a bit harder now. I haven't really tested... Okay, yeah, I can hold down if I need to pan the camera down which is always a good thing to have in a game like this, just to make sure you're not jumping into certain doom. And I jumped into certain doom. How am I gonna explain this?
Ooh, grab the health.
Grab some supplies.
You know, it is probably a good thing that Wii U is not allowed on here, because I would absolutely put Pac-Man in the Ghostly Adventures.
Oh, God.
No.
My friend Brian loves that game, by the way.
I mean, we had, it wasn't that long ago, we had, what, Pac-Man World 2?
Oh, well, I mean, that's like a really good game, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good game. We need a not good game.
Yeah.
We need a shitty game.
As funny as it is to be like, how can I make this, you know, ass? And then I was like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do that all the time. I gotta recommend some good games. Or
I'm
just
trying to be the
stuff.
good guest on Retro Book Club.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, this isn't the best game, but it's not like a headache to play, right?
I'm out of here. There we go.
I mean, sometimes I will put in like those troll games that are also kind of like actually good, like The Incredibles at one time.
Where you think it's
But,
gonna
yeah.
be bad, but it's in fact really good.
Well, I mean, I knew that The Incredibles on GBA was like a decent. Oh crap! I lost all my lives again.
Meteorite go.
Yeah, like, Incredibles GBA is, like, an alright enough game. It's not that I write home about, but it's surprisingly competent.
I forgot the password again. Oops. Oh well.
I'm guessing you haven't earned a password, because if you do earn the password, it does save the password if you hit continue.
Ooh, flamethrower. Hold on. Oh, I remember this stage. Yeah, flamethrower is very useful with this stage.
Oh, thanks, game. Oh, that's mean.
I'm gonna
It
keep that
was a death pit, right? But it was a death pit, or no, it was a damage pit, right? Like, and I fell far enough to where I took the damage and the hit stun from the falling too far, and then I just died because I wasn't able to get out of it.
Yeah, don't do that dying
In
thing.
time.
It's usually bad for your health.
Yeah.
I
Stay-
think I am gonna receive a message from Brian later.
I am noticing that the stages are getting a little bit longer. There's the end of stage 4. Jeez. Welcome in, Kiki.
I'm sorry. Jeremy, how do you have 99 of everything?
I found it. I found a perfect code.
There you go.
It just came to me like a dream.
It just dawned on me. I just tapped into the winning lottery numbers.
I didn't even know there was a code like that. That's pretty cool.
Movie tickets.
Alright, let's get... Oh, hey, electricity.
Oh, no.
You good?
Oh yeah, that
I
is
just
a-
lost all my health in 1
Oh.
second because I took falling damage into a lava pit.
Yeah, I don't like this funny trick that the game keeps trying to play on me, where they put a power-up right above a damaging pit.
Yeah, that's gonna happen often.
I'm noticing. I found a 1-up.
Wow. I've yet to find a 1-up actually. I
Found-
have found one in the past. I guess I've just been missing them.
Found one in stage 5 on a branching path.
Yeah, I probably went the wrong pathway. Ow.
That's the
I don't
only.
feel like enemies. Sorry, you first.
I found it on like a dead end path in stage 5.
Definitely feel like enemies that take just enough damage to where if you're not, like, you can't just run through them and shoot rapidly. They want to make sure you take damage every time you run into them.
All right, now I gotta test the next important thing.
Oh my gosh, I got crabbed.
Is there something?
Actually, that's bad wording. I'm sorry. I got killed by a crab.
Phrasing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
here,
reason.
so important note about 1-ups. If you manage to find one, they respawn on death, so you can get yourself into a life loop.
Oh hell yeah!
So what you're saying is it's life insurance.
Yeah,
That is if you can make it that far in the stage again.
yeah. Well, it's very early into stage 5 when you find it. Like, it's one of the first things you can get. What was that noise?
That
That was my phone.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought like you were being beamed by an alien into outer space. I was gonna be
Yeah,
like,
I thought Bob got you.
yeah. I was about to be like, oh, god damn it, Jay, not again with the alien abductions. When do you not get abducted? Yeah, no, he gets abducted by aliens on like the regular. It's actually kind of annoying.
maybe don't do that.
Yeah, don't get abducted by aliens.
I feel like there was supposed to be a boss there.
Yes.
I haven't gotten across a boss yet. What's down? Uh-oh. Oh, I died again.
Oh yeah, I'd have to back.
Brian's in chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I was reading that as you laughed at it.
Hi, Brian.
Brian,
Okay,
you smell.
I might want to
That's
use
not
my...
nice, Jay.
I'm gonna need to be a bit more slow and deliberate, I think.
Except for the fact that you have a time limit.
Well, as slow and deliberate as I can be,
Oh, you gotta be
because
kidding me. I fell for it.
I need to conserve a little bit of ammo.
I fell for the power up right above the bottomless pit.
Yeah.
Just as a word of advice, if you're jumping down like a ledge and you can't see the bottom, just hold up on the D-pad. They make you do that a lot.
Don't you mean hold down?
No, hold up, because then you'll grab onto the bar at the bottom.
Yeah, I knew Beak was gonna snitch on me. I'm throwing an attack bunny at Beak.
Alright, I should be having a new password here.
I'm struggling a little bit more with stage 5.
5074. There you go.
Punch.
I'm having so much trouble with stage 3 because I keep losing my heads. Oopsies.
Yeah, I have to wonder how... This seems like the kind of game that would be, like, an hour long.
Oh, right, this stage. Yeah, vehicle stage with an escape timer.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that on your screen now.
Have fun. Luckily, it's just after a password, so.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten past this stage yet.
You wanna go down here? I can get a flamethrower. Nope. And then I died again. Whoa, dude. All the death quotes are making me laugh.
Oh! I died. But yeah, no, I do like the little 90s quips that Bob says at the end of stages and stuff.
90s quips
It's
for
very charming.
a 90s game, I suppose. I would assume this came out in the 90s anyway, being a Super Nintendo game and all.
This feels like they're trying to rival Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that in my mind, like, something of an Earthworm Jim feeling.
Remember when Earthworm Jim 4 was supposed to happen?
It was?
Not actually, but okay. So there was like this whole thing with like this console called the
It was an
Amigo.
Amico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. No.
Yeah, you set the Amico and all of a sudden everybody understood.
Yeah, because it was just shown off as a concept, but it was like portrayed as like a game trailer.
Yeah, that everybody memed on the Amico, and for good reason.
Oh, 2 seconds left. Oh my
I
god.
found it so funny. Every time the guy, I forgot what his name was.
Probably-
That was like
Probably Tommy Tallarico.
Tommy.
Yeah, him.
Freaking
Every time-
Tallarico.
every interview, people are like, "Hey, would you want to put something like this in?" He's like, "Well, funny you mentioned that." He said that so many times about everything.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
dude, Tallarico's so full of shit.
Yeah,
His
Mother's very proud.
Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody's just quoting the H-Bomber video. My
Yeah,
mother's very proud.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. When I was like watching through those videos and stuff, it was just like the funniest thing to me. It's like I feel bad for all the people who spent their money on it, and you know, it's just not really happening. But yeah, no, it's just that was just something to get into.
After I watched that video, I was tempted to make like my status on Discord gaming racist, but I feel like people who haven't watched that video would be very concerned.
Maybe a bit.
It would still be a pretty powerful move. And anybody who knows.
I feel like if someone asked him, "Hey, are you gonna put like a Mario on the game on the Amico?" He'd probably be like, "Funny you mention that. Shigeru Miyamoto came to me
my
in a
friend
dream."
Miyamoto.
Yeah, Miyamoto came to me in my dream.
No, we got something. No, he would definitely. We got something better than Mario. We don't need.
We got Sonic.
We got-
and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Oh man, you're telling me we have Earthworm Jim and Thomas the Tallarico engine at the Olympic Games?
You know, I will be honest.
Tellerico engine.
I will be honest. With the Amico, they should have just made the only game on it Mario Pinball Land.
Oh, there you go.
Finally, a console made for Brian. I'm sorry, I'll stop. He's gonna yell at me.
Okay,
We're
Big, that's a good clip name. He made about his mother is kind of proud.
That's like the turnaround of the century. His mother's not very proud, only kind of proud.
He made a vow that his mother will be proud.
You know, when I make like a bunch of food, I'm like, oh wow, I'm proud of myself. This looks really good, and I eat it, and I'm like, I'm not proud of how much I just ate. That's unrelated, but I just wanted to mention that. Duality of man.
Where's the end of the stage, or if not the end of the stage, a heal.
Here we go.
I could really use either right about now.
I have no. I am back at the title screen.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I have to do I have to do the spaceship level again. No.
Oh, thank God there's a heal.
How much time do we have left?
7 minutes.
Time for a
Wait.
ride.
Oh,
7 minutes left?
yeah, we got 7 minutes left with this game. Yeah, so I found one of those drops you were talking about where you want to hold up.
Yeah, from now on, I just say hold up as just like a rule of thumb.
Yeah, because there was a long drop. There was a thing I could grab onto near the bottom, and I didn't see it until it was too late, and I went splat. It was a fun time.
Was it to put landmines in this parking garage?
I don't know, I just thought they looked cool. Also, I thought they were hamburgers. Wait, that's why they killed me and I respawned.
Damn architects!
Oh no! Why are there so many bugs in here?
If I was an architect, I'd make everything look like Super Mario 64.
Why?
Power move.
Because, yeah, it'd be funny. Imagine you wake up and everything's just like Mario 64 styled.
Even if it compromises the structural integrity?
Oh, absolutely. That's the
And I
best
fell
part.
and I died.
Okay, there's the heal that I missed before. Oh.
I'm just saying, a lot of things would be fixed in the world if everything looked like Peach's castle.
Is this like what we were doing before with the everything would be better if everything controlled like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in an earlier episode? We're doing this shit again?
That's what I was in. I don't remember.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, the thing is, too, I mean, like, technically you could move like a video game character, but I can't guarantee that you would, like, not go to the hospital, because if you jump around like Mario and stuff like that, there is a risk. But I am willing to take that risk. I mean, fun fact, when I used to go, like, out in public, sometimes I'd run around like Mario from Mario 64, even going, like, making the noises when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
My brother ran like Sonic.
Everyone, but then I realized not everyone has played Mario 64, so no.
I am almost out of weaponry. Thank you. I needed ammo badly.
Up there. Yep.
You really have to curb your habit of trying to kill every enemy that you come across, because you really do need to conserve that ammo.
I might have made a small mistake right about now. Alright, well, we're gonna roll with this mistake.
I will say, it's very handy that there's a lot of, like, item deposits that you get by using the jump pads.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be one up here somewhere. Or I'm
mean,
gonna be... Oh, no, there is something.
I mean, there'd be gold coins everywhere. I think we'd be fine. It's like, oh man, I'm out of money. It's okay, just go get some coins outside. It's like, okay. Oh shit, now I can go to Taco Bell. Hell yeah.
I'm not quite sure
Yeah,
what
there's a
light
brick
bulb
over there.
is.
I already could get like a lot of coins.
Whoa, so trippy. Oh, it freezes time? Oh, that's sick. And you're invulnerable? Okay, this thing's really good.
Well, you found invulnerability, it looks like.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of like Mario bricks, whenever you play like Mario Party and then it's like, you know, the game starts and then someone like, you see like a hidden block, that's like the most heart-dropping thing seeing someone else get like one of those hidden blocks. I'm just gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, but it's usually coins.
Yeah, it's like, because you don't know and you're just like, oh my god.
Like,
I think that's like
please
the,
don't be the day. Please don't be the day.
I think the real life equivalent would be like, I don't know actually.
The lottery.
No, I wouldn't say the lottery. That's a little bit of a too easy one.
Too easy of an answer.
Kiss it goodbye. What does that mean?
Huh.
I think that...
But if I could just like
Let's go
grab a
down here.
power star and just fly around, well, not wing, not power star, wing cap and just fly around, that'd be funny.
That'd be fun. That would be a fun thing to do. Just pick up, I mean, just make your own handmade wing cap. Just attach some wings to a cap, and then you can fly. Source, trust me, bro.
Oh, health, you beautiful thing. I'm sorry.
Playing Mario Party with any of my friends is like the most scary experience because one time I was like playing Superstars with my friend Brian and Ashley, and we were just like playing, and I was like losing. I was losing. I was in third place. Brian was in fourth, and he was about to get a star, and he still wouldn't have won. But I prevented him from getting the star, and he.
Yeah, I need to do more Mario Party at some point. I did a Border Jamboree before Magfest, and that was a fun time.
Yeah, I gotta play that at some point.
Yeah, I want to play more Mario Party soon.
Yeah, Jamboree is great though. Like I haven't played as much of it as some of my other friends have, but the times that I've played it, it's been great.
Okay, I got very lucky with that platform there.
A lot of people seem to be settling on the idea that Super Mario Party Jamboree is the best of the Switch Mario parties, and I can definitely understand why.
No, I think that's like a common agreement between everyone.
You know what the real problem is with the fall damage? It's not just it's the stun.
Yeah,
It's-
the stun.
it's
If
the
you fall into a
Yeah,
pit,
so
I
like
hate to
9
do
times
that.
out of 10, like the stun, like if I fall that, if you fall into like a damage zone, yeah, the stun will just
Yeah.
you're stunned, you're just dead.
Oh, I just had realized the audio is not on for me. I think I accidentally turned the audio off.
Oh,
Oops.
I think I'm going into a boss
Yo,
fight.
can do.
Oh wow, I found the boss fight.
Oh, you found the end of the stage? I must have been pretty close to the end of stage 6 then.
Oops.
Boss fight's on stage 9.
Oh, there you go. Well, since I'm not going to make much more progress in 30 seconds... How long is the long play for Bob? 2 hours long. So you get a fair bit of game with this.
That's a long bob.
I'm 1/4 of the way there, people.
The long bob.
Oh, I found the vehicle section. Ooh, ooh,
Oh, I did it.
ooh.
Let's go. I killed the rubber dinosaur head.
Nice, and just in time, because that is 30 minutes.
Per 72149.
And with that, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing Freezestar's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
You know, I could snack on some Chex Mix, but I don't really want to have to mute myself.
Do you have noise suppression on?
No, that never works for on my microphone for some reason. It's fine. I'll just snack later.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting a Long John Silver's ad. It's like, who's this for?
I was looking at.
Okay, so if time runs out, you start losing health. That's how that works.
Okay, so you don't immediately die on timeout.
Okay, that's good.
I just Freeze just made it to the spaceship level.
Yep, I'm looking at that now.
I get a weird amount of like seafood restaurant ads, but it's like, why? I'm allergic. I mean, they don't know that, obviously.
Well, they should. They're scraping your data enough.
Maybe.
Alright, well, we are back for our second game for tonight. From Freezestar.
This was a game I picked up at MagWest last year. It's a little N64 game with a lot of silliness. And actually, I saw a video of it recently being. It showed up. It showed up on Toonami, like a long time ago. It's time for a little bit of Beetle adventure racing.
Toonami, really?
Or
This is an N64 game.
That's cool.
oh,
So,
Oh, so yeah, for the N64. Yeah, sorry.
okay. Let me switch up.
Controller pack detected.
You know what would be messed up if in the future at an unknown time if I just like put on like Kirby Fully Loaded or whatever the gameplay?
Oh god. Growing up, like everyone had their like thing growing up, right? Like like superheroes. For me, for whatever reason, it was fucking Herbie. Like, I'm not talking about the like Herbie remake movie. I'm talking about the classic movies. I don't know why, but I was obsessed with that car.
It's okay. When I was younger, I used to be like severely obsessed with the Lorax to an unhealthy degree.
Yeah, well, at least
I think I
that's
need to
something people
probably
know
switch
about.
cores because this one it's running too fast on this core.
I've seen Beetle Adventure Racing around before, but I haven't personally played it, just byproduct of not having a whole lot of N64 knowledge. So I'm intrigued of what this is going to be like.
Herbie Simulator, oh boy.
There we go. This looks like a more stable frame rate.
My game got really laggy when it said action. I don't think my emulation's working too well.
Maybe not. Let's try switching back.
It looks like my game might be running a bit fast as well, interestingly.
Alright, let me.
Not sure if the card knows what it should be doing, but maybe that'll just end up being funny in the end.
Okay, there we go.
Wish I can try switching cores, but usually the other one just ends up crashing RetroArch for me.
I have like 4 different versions of RetroArch because some things just don't work on some versions, and it's like, what?
Right. An N64 can definitely be touchy from time to time in my experience with N64.
The only issues I have is some N64 games, mostly like ROM hacks of any games like Banjo or whatever. Like I can't stream those. I can't stream those. Like I can stream them if I'm using the parallel launcher or something like that, but I can't stream them if I'm using just like the regular like Lupin.
I have to laugh a bit at that. Hang on, I'm gonna put.
Yeah, the demo video is so broken.
Yeah. But I also have to laugh at this, because Roxanne's feet is just really small.
Wait, why is it small?
I don't know, I'm just gonna crop to it.
Really?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, shit.
A little better. I edited the resolution to be RPC friendly. Okay, so I think it's just this game.
I can crop to it, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think everyone wants to see, like,
in.
the highest quality footage of this game anyways.
Yeah, I don't think... I somehow don't think, I don't know, maybe somebody will be, a little disappointed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I can't help but giggle on the options screen. There is a setting under graphics just called display. And the options for it are on or off.
Do you want to see game or not?
No, please.
Yeah, that should be fine enough. Probably will end up looking a bit wonky, but hey, we'll roll with it.
Does that beat? Oh crap! No, I don't want to play yet. It's not time.
It will be time soon. Because I am ready to go and everybody else is.
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm redo.
I am ready.
Alright. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beetle Adventure Racing.
Adventure racing.
I want to do a championship.
I'm playing easy. I don't want to die.
You have to unlock the other. That's lame.
Yeah, so you gotta do novice, and when you do well enough in novice, you can unlock advanced, and then professional. Do I
I
want...
believe if I remember reading right, this is the old Need for Speed team.
Guys, do I want
Am I
car,
using
car, or
the-
car?
I am using an old Need for Speed engine.
People.
I was gonna type in
Oh,
Herbie
Herbie,
fan, but it's Herbie
motherfucker.
fat.
I don't know. That's a really hard decision to make, you know. Oh wow, this game is running a little. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on automatic.
What are you talking about? It's running fine.
Oh no, that's just how the game is. Okay. I've never played a racing game on the 64. Fun fact. Well, other than Lego Racers, but that is a game I should.
That's not a racing game. That's a try not to die game.
I try not to
I'm glad
die.
you've chosen the best racers on the N64 to play first, and definitely not anything like Mario Kart.
I mean, I've heard that Beetle Adventure Racing is pretty solid.
It's really.
That's what I've heard anyway. I have not played Beetle Adventure Racing.
Pretty sure it's done by the Need for Speed team.
Oh, that's cool.
I do play racing games pretty frequently. I have like a thing every Monday that I do with that. But like, yeah, no, I'm not used to like the more realistic ones.
I mean, realism is kind of... I equate this on a realism level. I would probably equate this to something like Daytona.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's definitely. These levels definitely have lots of secrets. Yeah.
I saw that train tunnel. I'm definitely gonna try and go in there on the second lap.
Don't get run over by a train in the process. Oh, you can break the end crates to get a speed boost. Understood.
Oh, nitro crates.
Yeah.
Alright.
This game would be a lot better if you were playing as Link and you had to do the thing that you do across Hyrule Field.
No, I was thinking, have you ever seen the Daytona video, but it's Epona instead? Have you ever seen that video?
Maybe.
Alright, hold on. I might need to find that for you. Because it's classic.
I didn't start my timer. Oh well.
I've got my timer's running, so
Yeah.
should be fine. Here, I will throw this in the Discord, and I will also throw it in the Twitch chat for anybody who has not seen this video before, because this is an incredible watch.
I will definitely look at that next week.
I will also probably take a look. And I just crashed into a wall.
This is why you don't text it or Retro Book Club and drive.
Tonight I'll talk here.
Look, I paused the game before I Retro Book Club and drive. I put my vehicle in park.
Oh no! I'm fine. I'm not fine.
Definitely no. There's no penalty for driving off road.
Yeah.
Is there really not? I've been trying to stay on road this whole time.
You don't get any sort of like speed reduction for going off road?
Not that I could tell.
Okay. Oh, I could have done a sick jump. Oh no!
I don't have a license, so this is probably.
You probably lose more speed from hitting a wall than driving across the grass.
I'm sure.
Interesting.
One up there.
You know, for this being
know.
novice, I'm very close to second place, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm in first. No.
How much has everybody else dabbled with drifting?
There's
I've
drifting?
not tried to drift.
Use the Z button. It's a bit...
Oh.
Drifting can be a bit clunky, but you can use it to make some sharp returns.
Yeah, I
I've
definitely
never really
had
had
to
to
Make
use
the jump!
drifting.
The yellow beetle.
Call me a Joy-Con the way I be drifting.
Oh, I made a mistake going through that train tunnel. There are items in it, but if you don't get off the train tracks, you're going to be crashing straight into a train. You're going to waste a lot of time.
Yeah, there's a fair
Over
amount
here.
of shortcuts
Ooh.
I've started to notice on the track, actually.
I'm up to 66 bonus points, whatever that is.
Yeah, I have bonus
remember.
8. I don't know what that's for.
I think you get them by crashing into the 2 crates, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw a 10.
I ran into a
I saw a 10 crate earlier
Yeah.
as well.
10.
Can I go through the
10 of
barn?
them canceled.
Fuck yeah, I can go through the barn, get 5 bonus points.
Oh, right.
Yeah, as far as racing games go, this thing's pretty solid. Like,
Oh.
I feel like I
that.
see like a bunch of racing games usually on the N64.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there actually are, but it feels
That
like
drift is intense.
it feels like
Sorry.
N64 racers are pretty in abundance.
Yeah, Mario Kart did well on the system, so...
Oh no, now my chat is making Daytona puns, like Daytona USA with My Little Pony. Hey Tona! Daytona USA on Valentine's Day. Baytona!
Beak, I'm throwing another bunny at you. I do that a lot. I throw bunnies at people.
You know what I noticed? I don't think the nitro crates respawn.
Wait, this is like Crash Bandicoot, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. You gotta break all the crates.
Crash Team Racing.
When I finish this game, when I finish the race, the game's gonna tell me, "Good job, but you missed 12 crates." And all of those crates are gonna fall on my car.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then piano drops.
a couple years ago, I found out that Daytona was a real place.
You didn't think Daytona was real?
Huh?
I don't know. I thought it was like Wait, no, not Dublin.
Oh no, Daytona is like a
Huh?
Daytona's not real, and neither is Dublin. They're both fake.
Daytona is a classic like I almost said SNES racer. No, a Sega racer. You might or might not have heard like some of the music, because that's what most people remember from Daytona is the music. Like, Rolling Star!
You know, speaking of Dublin, you better call me Irish and rich the way my money be Dublin.
I got a continue.
I cannot wait to.
Is that what the bonus points are for
I
continues?
think if you get 50, yeah, you get a bonus. You get a. Yeah, it says right here. 2 points to win or continue 50 points to win a bonus 100.
Interesting. But you need 100 bonus to earn 1 bonus.
So I'm curious to ask something
What's
for you,
that
since this is something that I sometimes do with certain games that pop up on RBC. Since you mentioned you picked it up, are you playing on hardware for this, or are you playing using the?
I did not have time to set up the N64.
Fair enough.
I could have.
Because that's something that I've talked about being in the habit of doing a little bit more in recent memory. Is I have the cartridge. I have a copy of this game. Let's pop on my actual copy of the game and play on hardware. Put a save on like my memory card or on my cartridge or
I
whatever.
am so mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, first win.
Look what I set my name as.
First place, baby.
What is it? I couldn't see it.
Oh, I set my name as ass.
Whoa, whoa!
Nice.
Ass is nice, correct.
Oh.
I found the finish.
Ass. Asking for I'm sorry.
You set a new record as I drive straight into the wall after crossing the the finish line.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
I earned advanced.
You advanced.
Welcome to
Mount Mayhem.
Get ready. 3, 2,
Game? Game?
Did
Game?
the game do it?
Game?
Oh.
Game? Help! Help! I'm blind! The fog! It's too foggy!
Yeah.
Help!
What is the Super N64?
Oh god, no!
No, look at my screen on like on the stream. Here, actually, I'll screenshot it really fast and throw it in the room if you don't have the stream pulled up.
I'm playing via mini-map right now. I don't know, I've been sent to
Look at that
Dublin.
freeze.
You're going to Dublin, I'm sorry.
So I assume not everyone else is using Mupen.
No, I use parallel. I tend to use parallel.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Parallel,
So-
unlike the main version of RetroArch that I have, loves to crash when I stream it, so I just use Mupen for
Yeah, see,
vanilla.
I have the opposite problem. Mupin likes to crash my RetroArch, so I default to parallel for that reason.
I just never heard of Parallel. I was like, oh, Mupen, I've heard of that one, so.
That's fair. I mean, it was working for a time for you, so... And I think some others like to default to Mupin.
Listen, it could be worse. We could all be on Project 64.
If it means anything, I'm running into some interesting emulator bugs as well, but not nearly as getting hit as heavy as you are right now.
I was in fourth for a bit, and then my car just decided to stop moving, and I don't know why.
Whoa.
I recently did use an old version of Project 64 I used to use. I think it was 1.5. Oh man, how did I survive when I was a kid? It was janky.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
even-
hit something again.
Even more fun than N64 emulation is when we have those occasions where you have to deal with Sega Saturn emulation, because that's always
Oh lord. What the fuck
that's always a crapshoot as
I
well.
fell on top of a car.
Whee! Oh, I sure did.
I fell on top of a car.
We drive Beetles.
I am determined to at least finish this race in blindfold.
I mean,
mode.
I'm having fun with this game. Yeah, it is a little bit of a bare bones racer to me, but I'm not having a bad time with it.
I made a jump!
I'm sorry, I just keep hearing
Uh-oh.
glass shattering noises.
Oh my
and-
god, my
Metal
car flipped
smashing.
over and just blew up because it flipped over. Oh, incredible.
Silent Hill a Silent Hill racing game would go crazy.
In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill.
In my dreams, I see that. I see Dublin. Silent Dublin.
Silent Dublin.
It is honestly quite impressive how far I've been able to get just off minimap.
Yeah, I mean, you'll eventually climb your way out of 8th place. The fog will eventually lift for you.
Eventually. I'm sure of it.
It's just an item that somebody found on the track. It gives one specific player fog. Yeah.
Silent Hill Racing.
And I just fell off the
Uh-oh.
map.
Alright, who sent me the blooper?
Yellow.
Alright, well, going for that box is clearly a mistake, because now I'm in 4th place.
I'm just going to go easy.
Wait, I made it to the second lap. Oh my god, this is possible. Let's go.
If I was invincible and immortal, you know what I would do? I would just have have a day where I get really crappy junky cars and just crash them off of cliffs, and I just come out and I'm like, I'm not dead. I think
You're
that'd be really
immortal,
fun.
but you don't have infinite funds.
Yeah, I assume you're
Well,
talking...
yeah,
Polk, I assume you're talking about, Nightmare Kart. The Bloodborne racing fan game, as you say. Because, yeah, Nightmare Kart's a thing. I haven't played it, though.
I've been playing a lot of this one Sonic fan game called Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I've heard a lot of people talk about Ring Racers, as far as fan games go.
It's a little more technical than you would think, but once you learn it, it's fun.
Yeah, I think I had to play it for a mystery thing at one point, and that's how I first played it. Although I'd seen it around before. I know we had what was the Sonic racing game on Game Gear?
Sonic Drift.
Sonic Drift?
Sonic Drift, thank you. We've had that before on RBC, which I imagine Ring Racers takes at least part of from something like that.
If a ghost made a ROM hack, not ROM hack, made a game for an old console, would you
What
call
kind
that
of
a
UFO?
homebrew? I'm sorry, that was bad.
What did you say you found, Freeze?
Instead, I found a UFO.
Nice.
Found a UFO?
Now find 49 more, and then you'll have UFO 50. God, UFO 50 is such a good game, dude.
Wait, Go on, go on.
I played more of it yesterday, and I got to some games that I'm like, oh, I need to keep this in my back pocket for if I have friends over and want to play multiplayer games.
Where did I get a 5 crate?
My sibling. Okay, so speaking of UFOs, my siblings were really mean, and every time I saw something in the sky, like a plane or like seeing a satellite or a star or something, one of my siblings would turn to me and say, "You know, it's a UFO, right? The aliens are coming for you," and then I would freak the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
But also funny.
It's
Some-
funny now.
some
because
very
it's just,
mean
like, stupid
siblings.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we were kids, obviously. It's just dumbness. And I remember one time one got kind of like close, not like close to me, obviously, but like kind of got close to my, like, I guess, area in the sky or whatever. And I started like running away, and I was like, freaking, that was so funny.
Yeah, I haven't. Like, I know there was a thing that apparently happened like a few days after a bunch of us left DC from MagFest, and apparently the airport that a bunch of us were flying out of, apparently there was I think like a plane crash related with that airport, and it was
Oh yeah,
Aliens.
I heard about that.
it was wild seeing that like days after I just flew out of that airport.
I didn't even think about that. Jeez.
We got a lot of like around my area, my power company, they use like very big like drones that are like kind of car sized, and people freak out about those all the time, but they're literally just like you know, like
I
using
drove into
those
the
to
water.
like to see if there's any issues with anything. And every time that happens, it's funny to go on like Facebook and see it's like, I just saw a UFO right over me.
I got 21 bonus points.
Still in the game.
You advanced. Move on to your next race. Oh, hey, you escaped 8th place
Inferno
in the fog.
Kid.
This isn't really a difficult game. Also,
Just
there's
had to
only two
point it
tracks.
out.
You say it's not difficult, but we're also on the easiest difficulty. Like,
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.
I don't expect it, as long as you can see what you're doing, I don't expect it to be that hard
Oh my god. Oh my
on easy difficulty.
Wait, Big, aren't you a bird? Isn't that like really horrifying to see like 2,000 eggs cracked? I'm sorry.
I swear I'm better at driving games than this. I swear. Wait.
Run away again!
Oh my god, I fell off.
Wait, one more time. Woohoo!
I guess I'm gonna be playing the same few tracks because I don't know how to unlock any other ones.
I mean, I'm on the 3rd track right now.
No, game, don't
Hey,
time
look,
me out,
did you not
please.
pick a tournament
What is
mode?
this big... Yo, when the fuck did this became Jurassic Park?
Yeah, you're in Jurassic Park Land as well.
Touch the lava.
But yeah, tournament mode seems to be like the Grand Prix mode of you can get more stages doing this mode. Because I'm on the 3rd stage now.
Yes, Inferno Island.
It's at the end, I see. All the cars piled
Wait,
up.
you can
It's so
see-
beautiful.
You can see things?
I'm looking at that mini map.
Yeah, the minimap is on full display for everyone to see.
I did
Hooray!
it! Now the real question is, will it let me advance, or am I doomed to stay in the fog?
Oh, my car exploded.
You know, I would love to have like a little homunculus
I
to
advanced!
take care of, but the thing is you know, my partner already has to take care of me, so I don't want them to take care of like two creatures.
Fell right into the water.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to raise a kid of any sort.
Yeah,
Like, that
I
would-
mean, I'm just happy playing my video games.
Yeah, I like having free time.
Yeah.
Raising kids is for non.
I imagine I would be a very cool grandpa.
And
though, if I
I'm not
was
gonna
one.
hear this slander against Raising Canes.
I'm a Caniac. I'm sorry. If you make fun of Raising Canes, they're gonna be fist flying. I'm a Caniac.
I haven't had any recently, just because there's not like much in the way of locations up here. Although I think a few are
Mhm.
opening up here. But back when I did live in the South, it was a place that I frequented.
Yeah, like the closest one to me is like 40 minutes away, and it just sucks because it's like I want it.
Yeah, I thought about grabbing some while I was in Portland for PRG, but I just never did.
Mm.
My product
I
of
do-
it being a 3-day con, and I just leave, and I get there on day 1, and I leave on the last day, so I'm, like, barely there compared to other conventions.
Oh my god.
I'll say though, like when I get out and get food, most of my diet is either Little Caesars or Taco Bell, and I'm still somehow losing weight.
Yeah,
I'd be very active then.
Yeah, I usually don't dabble too. I think when it comes to like the bigger change, I mean, I guess Five Guys is somewhere I'll sometimes frequent, but there's some pretty solid local places here as well. That
I like Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's makes some good sandwiches.
Jimmy John's is a place that I frequent for conventions usually, mainly if I just need something quick.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah,
in the
no, they're
Jurassic
good.
Park stage, please try going off the dock shortcut, because when you fall in the water, it is very funny.
Oh, I might need to see this in a bit. I wasn't really thinking about it before, but these laps are also very long. It took me nearly 4 minutes to get through one lap on this course.
Yeah. Blindfolded, I think it took me like 12 minutes to get through the entire race.
And
Luckily, it seems
I
like
blew up
lap
again.
3 is cut short because
Oh
it's
no, I got a
track
seat
direction on you.
I found the UFO too. Our aliens in here.
I'm getting to the water. Let's see if I can spot where that shortcut is. I might have missed it.
You know, if I
It's not
encountered
that
it,
you have to take the shortcut, it's just that you need to fall in water, because it's very funny when you do.
if I ever like encountered an alien like face to face, I genuinely probably wouldn't have like a reaction. I'd just be like, cool.
If I
Now
ever
let's
encountered an alien face
go in
to
the water.
face, I'd sit them down and we play Beetle
Yeah.
Racing.
My car just disappears.
There's just like
Yeah.
a small little ripple in the water.
Me introducing Wario Land to aliens.
I wonder if that's an emulation thing. It'll be funny. If that's actually how the game behaves on hardware too.
I hope it's not an emulation thing. I hope that's how it is on hardware.
It would be funny.
Well, the fact that this game like has dinosaurs and stuff, it's just like I feel like the devs were
Dinosaurs.
taking it completely seriously.
Yeah, I mean, we needed a Jurassic Park game on the N64, and now we have
There's a
one.
reason. There's a reason this is called adventure racing.
Yeah, true.
It does feel like the devs just watched Jurassic Park and were like, "That's our next level. That's what we're doing."
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure Racing.
Now, does anything funny happen if I go in the lava?
Water.
You blew up.
I just blow up. Okay.
Ah, that's
know,
not
every-
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
I mean, the way your car explodes is kind of comedic.
It is funny. Also, every time I hear someone talk about like heat or lava, the first thing that appears in my head is the Lethal Lava Lamp sound, like music.
Yeah. But what if I'm in Shifting Sandland?
Oh god, Shifting Sandland's music has just been like tainted for me because of the Pharaoh's Curse meme.
I remember one time I did actually put like a bunch of like dry sand in my mouth and spit it out, and I said Pharaoh's Curse with them. But
See, weirdly enough, the first time I heard
that was recent, by the way.
weirdly enough, the first time I heard the music for Lethal Lava Land / Shifting Sandland, it wasn't in Mario 64. It was in one of the mini games in the DS. Like, I think New Super Mario Brothers used that music in one of their mini games, which I think Mario 64 DS also did, because they reused a lot of mini games between the two of them.
Yeah. I think the mini games are like the best thing of those like two games. Like they're just genuinely
Yeah,
fun.
they really are.
I
Yeah,
hope they remake them for another game at someday because they're just genuinely fun.
yeah, there are a lot of good mini games in there. I definitely put a lot of time into like Wanted, for example, because I think a lot of people did play
Yeah.
those mini games.
I was playing that against someone and they just kept instantly finding like they instantly just kept like finding the character and I'm just like, how do you keep doing that? And they're like, I don't know.
I think I have like a
To
pretty
99
good record
Wanted.
in Wanted. I would need to go check my cartridge for it because I played a lot of it.
Oh,
And then of course there's all the Luigi gambling that I did, all that poker.
I feel like that was every kid's like catalyst to their gambling addiction.
One of my friends,
Luigi.
one of my friends in their rotation of cosplays is Luigi in his casino attire.
Oh, that's really good.
Like, yeah, I played a lot of poker in that. There was also like that weird like matching game where you had to pick a card and a card adjacent to it. But you also like the cards kept getting like smushed together. Where like you clear away cards and then the cards move and take the place of the ones that you just removed.
Cool.
I don't remember that
I'm
one.
playing on hard mode now. I'm ready.
Oh, you're all set now.
Now it's time to go hardcore and awesome.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Beat Paragon. And then there was also what was the name of the minigame where like you had to sort bob-ombs by color? That was another fun one.
Oh, that one, yeah. Wasn't that like Bomb Factory or something?
Something like that. I know that one also sort or Splode. And that's one that I also remember playing multiplayer because that was one of the ones you could play multiplayer in New Super Mario Brothers.
I drove right into the river.
You know, I
That's the
feel
end
like
of
if
the
I
ma- my
ever,
match.
I feel like if I ever made
My
like a
car's just
puzzle
stuck in
game.
the ocean now. My car's just stuck in the ocean now.
What's up,
You know,
Roxanne?
I was just gonna say, if I ever made a puzzle game, it would be kind of like Puyo, but it would just be like you're dropping bunnies or something like that. I feel like that's what I would do.
Oh god,
I
I
am working on a game. I should do that as like a little mini game. That'd be funny.
You should just like have a mini game section on the
Because
game, like
I've-
Mario 64 DS did.
I've played at least a few. I've played a few games that have just Puyo built into them. Like I was dabbling in the 3DS Hatsune Miku game, and one of the things you can do in there is play Puyo with Hatsune Miku music in the background. And it's wild to see something like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Miku's actually hiding in my Wi-Fi.
Well, I also have to, when I have to do more UFO 50, I'm on a puzzle game right now, and it's a very Sokobon-like puzzle game. So, like, I'm gonna be putting a lot of time into this when I get back to that.
Yeah,
Winner!
Miku likes eating my fiber optic cables. I keep shooing her away, but she keeps doing it.
Miku just wants to be in your walls.
Championship.
I have advanced them
That's where I
locked
keep
now.
my cotton candy, though.
Why do you keep your... Oh, that cotton candy. Okay. Yeah, no, that's where I keep mine too. No one can have that cotton candy. That's mine.
I also think I got a couple Oreos back there.
Alright, we got about 2.5 minutes left with this game, so you probably have enough time to maybe finish the race you're currently on.
Just enough time to lose my race. Hooray!
Yay!
Right back.
I genuinely feel like I raced better when I was blindfolded.
I am definitely not going to get through this race in the time. I might get through a lap, maybe, but I'm definitely not getting through the whole race itself.
Oh yeah. I mean, I got like each like race for me takes like 6 minutes, and so technically I guess I would have like around like close to 3 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw the game is only 2 players. Well, it doesn't have full 4-player support, which is a bit unfortunate because I think this could be a fun 4-player game. But
No, in Beetle Battle, I looked at it. It can have up to 3 players. It looked like.
Hang
I'll
on.
be right back. I gotta go
Yeah.
help have an allergy moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, the actual race mode itself looks like you can only do up to 2 players, though. Based on what the menu says here.
Hmm.
Well,
Going
regardless,
fast.
it's still a fun racer.
Yeah, like I'm not having a bad time. Obviously, it's funny when I explode.
Oh. Why game? Why no? No, why is there fog again? No. Fog
Oh
returns.
no!
No.
Oh yeah, when you get to the last lap, there's more fog. And it's probably gonna be worse on this map too.
No, wait, no.
Hope you were paying attention to the map layout the previous 2 laps.
The sounds I hear when I'm in the fog are just way too funny.
Also, like, talking about explosions, I was cleaning my closet the other day, and I found a big stash of fireworks.
You just keep fireworks in your closet?
Apparently I do. You know what? No, I remember my partner, like, gave them to me, and I kind of just put them in there and forgot about it.
Oh.
My partner likes exploding things, likes exploding fireworks.
Oh yeah, Beetle Battle. 4-player.
There you go.
Interesting.
Looks like you can only do it, though, with other human players. Because it's grayed out for me with only one controller connected. But that is time. That's 30 minutes. Alright.
Oh, that's Shotgun Mario 64.
We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll be playing my game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
Give me 2 seconds.
Taking this time to do some stretches so I don't get stiff. You know, if I don't do my frequent stretches, my body will lock up.
They get spring trapped.
Yep.
Spring rock.
Yep. Probably all the worms I ate up earlier.
I see, there's already some good clips in for this show already. And I have to sift through those because since we're approaching the end of the season, it also means I have to finalize the highlight reel.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what it is. I didn't look at it as I loaded it, by the way, so don't worry.
Alright. Well, we are back, though, for the 3rd game for tonight. From me. Now, here's the direction I decided to go this time around. Because I was reminded of a game that I brought here before at least a few times. Because it's a game that I had as a kid. But I haven't really... We haven't had the sequel on here before, which is... I didn't have as much experience with the sequel, because I always just played the original and didn't get the sequel till later, and I tried it, I bounced off it before. I did later go back to it and finished it. So we're going to be playing for GBA Iridion II.
I love Ritalin.
This is the original game is a on-rails shooter, so think something like Star Fox. This one plays more like a vertical shmup.
Okay. Not exactly the opening I was expecting for a game with that cover.
Right.
Alright.
Oh, look! It's a UFO!
Another UFO. Oh
The
no.
aliens are back.
It's a UFO.
They're coming for you!
Mom, give me the shotgun. The aliens are back, and this time they're eating my corn.
Oh.
The game has pretty good music. Interestingly, one of the things you can adjust is the levels for the audio, but not just like game audio sound effects, but you can adjust the individual instruments as Alfie 5 is dabbling with. Load up game 3 now, Freeze.
Alright.
We've done.
It sounds like it's more priority in song than anything. It's interesting.
Yeah, even like every time you start a stage, it's gonna tell you in the corner the name of the track. So like, they knew they had some banger tunes in this game.
I'm already digging it.
You know, I've been thinking about getting, like, maybe a piano that I can roll out from under my desk, and whenever I, like, introduce my game, I just play, like, a little tune from the game. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That
I
would
would
be
love to
cool.
do the same thing just with guitar, since I've played a bit of guitar from time to time. I don't do it professionally or anything like that, but it's something I dabble with sometimes.
I remember one time I made like a really loud screaming noise, and I played the stone temple theme with that, and my mom texted me and said, "You're scaring the children."
Just doing a little bit of cropping before we get started, because GBA cropping is always a fun one. For that, let's see how well does cropping look on this feed?
Oh. You said that this was volume adjustment, right?
I believe it is anyway, unless I was mistaken.
I think you can customize parts of the song. Because I'm scrolling through this and I'm hearing like different instrumentals per number.
That would be wild. I haven't really dabbled too much with the settings myself, because, like I said, I played more of the first one, which also has a banger soundtrack.
Yeah, it totally is. Oh my god, you can customize parts of the song.
So are we starting this or?
I'm still cropping, so hold tight for a bit.
Okay.
You can definitely hear it when you mess with the chords. Once you get in the game, Okami.
Yeah, I definitely can't hear it just yet, because I don't have game audio for myself just yet. But I should be able to hear it soon. I'll probably just leave it on the default, so be able to hear that. Let me check this feed. I think it's mostly crops. This one. Yeah, this should be fine for cropping. Let's move on over.
Well, I made a mistake and I just chugged an energy drink. Alright, let's see how tonight goes.
Hell yeah. Alright, I am ready to go when everybody else is.
Yeah.
Ready.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Iridion II. Just gonna take another quick look at some cropping on here before jumping further into the game. I do recall there being a tutorial stage, so you will get that for yourself.
Okay. Oh, there's voice acting.
Oops.
We'll go advanced pilot.
This voice acting's awesome.
Yeah, it's some GBA. I think it's just this opening crawl that's voice acted.
Wait, is some of this like 3D rendered?
So, Iridion, the Iridion games look surprisingly good for GBA standards. Even the first one, which is a launch title for the console.
Huh.
And yeah,
That's crazy.
these screenshots that they're showing in the opening crawl for this, those are screenshots from the intro of the first game as well.
Interesting.
Wow, these are like actually just genuinely good graphics. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Right?
This is amazing. This is like DSi, more like 3DS graphics.
I miss when good graphics were just, you know, a good art style and like impressive like technological feats.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe this as the best shmup out there, but it's definitely a very good one when it comes to visuals on the GBA. And they give you the tutorial mission as well, so you can familiarize yourself with all the controls and what all you're going to be doing. Spacecraft is capable of auto-firing by holding down A. If you double-tap and then hold A, you can release a powerful beam. So if you double-tap, you can start charging. Again, a bit clunky as opposed to just holding down the button to charge, but it works well enough. If you don't want to go through the training, though, if you pause, you can skip VR training with that. So that's up to you.
Yeah, because I mean, like, obviously, like, I play video games, but I can adapt.
Yep. You get a set of 3 different planets to choose from. I forget how many stages there are. I want to say there's like a solid 15 or something like that.
I'm going the blue planet.
I'm already doing not great. You don't die in one hit, which is nice.
What was this about them being unlocked and locked?
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what type of game this is instantly. I have played a lot of arcade games like this.
Yep. And if you play vertical shmup, you'll probably be somewhat at home with a game like this.
Yeah. I need to go to the arcade more. It's just I need to, like, drag some people along, but, like, most of the people I know in real life are, like, very disabled, and as am I, so it's hard to get out of the house, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, so if you skip the tutorial, the main things you want to know is hold down A to shoot, double tap A to start a charge shot, press B to cash in power-ups.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Let's get
I
some
don't know
more
what the whole
power-ups.
locking and unlocking of the satellites thing is, but
Yeah, so if you're not firing, as you move forward, the satellites will move behind you. As you move backward, the satellites will move in front of you. But if you're in the middle of firing, you will
hold position, yeah.
Yeah, they'll hold in position. I believe as well. I need to try this to verify it, but I believe if you fully powered up your power-up that you're currently upgrading, if you put a power-up into it, you will instead get a full heal. I need to verify this though.
Okay.
I'll be keeping an eye on that. Yeah, it heals you if you're already at maximum upgrade.
Alright, I understand what they mean by locking and unlocking it with select as well.
Oh, yeah. Basically, just permanently keep it locked or unlocked.
I'm gonna go to Spaceport Alpha.
You know, the GBA and the DS have a huge thing in common, and it's that at the end of the lifespan, there was like a lot of games still releasing for it, even when the next-gen console came out.
Yeah, let me see what year this came out.
Because I remember, like, GBA games coming out well until, like, 2000, I think, 7? And then with, like, the DS, there was, you know, like, of course, Pokemon Black and White. And Black and White 2.
This was a 2003 release, Iridion II.
Okay. It's a pretty good game, a pretty good-looking game for the time, I would say.
Yeah. Again, sometime later, I would suggest looking at Iridion 3D, keeping in mind that that one is a launch title. Because that one also looks very good.
That did not look like part of the environment.
But yeah, no, it's just because, like, the DS and the, you know, like, I guess, like, the DS and the 3DS, they both just, like, when they launched, it's like, yeah, you had some good games, but also it's just, like...
Okay, I found how to use bombs. I couldn't remember how to use bombs for a moment. You press L and R together to use bombs.
Yeah.
I actually forgot the 3DS launch games.
I remember it not launched. I remember it not launching with a whole lot because I do remember that being a thing of like it didn't really have much to launch. Was 3D Land a launch title?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Your house in
Because
3D
it
Land.
demonstrated the 3D capabilities of the
The
system.
3D
Yeah.
Land was after the price drop. If I remember right, the launch titles for the 3DS were Pilot Wings, Resort, Steel Diver.
Yeah, I remember.
I had an Ambassador 3DS.
Yeah, I was part of the Ambassador program as well because I got my 3DS at launch.
It's weird because mine was like a little after the price drop, but it's still weirdly qualified, I think. I think it just slipped through the cracks, but yeah, no, I had that. Played those GBA games that came with it.
Alright, let's see what we got here for launch titles. Pilot Wings Resort, as mentioned earlier. Professor Layton the Miracle Mask was a launch title.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Super Monkey Ball 3D, Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, a bunch of Nintendogs plus Cats, Rayman 3D, Ridge Racer 3D, among a few other games. Oh, Bust a Move Universe was in there. What's that?
Rayman 3 is just Rayman 2 again.
Oops, all Rayman.
Which I'm pretty sure Rayman DS, which is just Rayman 2 again, was also a launch title for the DS.
Mm-hmm.
They put Rayman on everything back in the day.
And now they put Rayman on nothing.
Yeah, so one thing about the power-ups, though, is you do not keep them when you beat a stage. You gotta build your arsenal back up in between stages.
Interesting.
You gotta...
Yeah, I'm quite used to that with, like, these types of games.
I mean, in a number of them, you keep your power-ups up until death. That's usually the thing that, puts you back down to your base setup, like in Gradius, for example.
Yeah, you know, weirdly enough, one of the better, not better, but one of the more fun ones, in my opinion, that I played. Have y'all ever played, like, Thrillville?
I've definitely seen it, but I haven't played it.
They have, like, one of these types of games, but it's like, you know, it's like more like, you know, less 3D-like, I guess. It's more like, from a side view. But it's, like, really fun. I forgot what the mini game for that was called. Thrillville's just a genuinely, like, fun game that I like.
Let's see if I can get any more power-ups. So it sounds like it played then, like, more like a side-scrolling shoot, like a horizontal side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah, I
like
could have just
Gradius.
said side-scrolling because that's what it was.
Well, that's a bomb. Hell yeah. Put those bombs to good use.
I had, like, a huge, like, amusement park simulator phase when I was younger. Like, Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, like, Thrillville, all that kind of stuff. I never really enough played, like, something like SimCity, though, even though I probably would have liked it.
I think I found a mini boss.
Though. I love The Sims. I used to play The Sims 2 a lot back in, like, 2014.
Let's see how quickly I can take these two down. This just straight up looks like an enemy I would fight in Ikaruga, though.
God, these enemy designs are so impressive.
There we
Like,
go.
they really do feel 3D.
I remember around the time when Kid Icarus, Uprising came out, and when I was younger, I was like, you know, my brother, he would make jokes to me because I don't know, I think I joked about being like, I think I put a pillow under my shirt that looked like a stomach one time, like I had a bigger stomach, and he called me Kid Icarus.
God, I remember, I did not get Kid Icarus when it was brand new. I found a secondhand copy a while later, and it didn't come with any of the AR cards, so I was super bummed about that. But other than that, it was like full copy.
Yeah, I got AR cards with mine. Actually, here's a fun story. One of the years that I went to Pure GE, there was somebody selling, like, a giant stack of Kid Icarus Uprising AR cards for, like, I forget how much it was priced. It was like $20 or something like that. So I immediately grabbed that.
$20? Yeah, that's a steal.
Like it wasn't a full set, but it was like a sizable amount of them. I'll have to go find the binder that I keep them in and take screenshots of it later.
I know at like Five Below, they were like selling like the Animal Crossing AR cards, like AR cards or whatever, for really cheap, and I bought a bunch of them. I forgot.
Like the amiibo cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not AR. But yeah, no, the amiibo cards. I think they had some of the Hello Kitty ones, but I didn't buy those.
I mean, it could have been the e-reader Animal Crossing cards. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I have, weirdly enough, seen, like, DS and, like, GTA games at Five Below, and it's like, huh?
When Toys R Us was going out of business, I was able to grab a bunch of amiibos for, like, $3 each. Most of them were Animal Crossing by the time I got to the store, but, like, I had basically every Animal Crossing amiibo.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing ones are, like, really easy to get.
Yeah,
but still, for like $3 each is definitely worth it.
yeah, I went into one of my local stores yesterday. It was wild seeing a Poochie amiibo for like $70 or something like that. Like, amiibo market is wild.
It was like everything was super cheap for the longest time, and I mean expensive, then cheap, then expensive again.
Yeah, I know there's at least a few amiibo that became like hard to find for a time, and then I guess they just reissued them or something like that, and they became suddenly a lot easier to find. So shrug, amiibo market, just like the retro game market, is stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
One-
it's just one and the same. Like,
one of the
are amiibos retro?
No.
it depends on your definition. I mean, it came about in the Wii U era, so
That was more meant as a joke.
I mean, is the Wii U retro yet? But I can see up here on
my progress.
I can see up here on my desk. I have my boxed Mega Yarn Yoshi sitting up here.
But you can find like gold and silver Marios for like everywhere now.
Yeah, I remember those ones being hard to find, because I think Gold Mario at least was like a Walmart exclusive bundle or something like that.
Yeah, I never liked the exclusive ones because it's like it's so unneeded.
Yeah,
I got like characters that are like crucial.
Yeah. I've got the gold Mega Man,
yeah,
but I never ended up getting a Mega Man Ultimate Mega Man.
Yeah, because I remember when the Lucario was like a Toys R Us exclusive. Obviously, Toys R Us is not in business, so they just kind of stopped that. But yeah, just like... Although, if you go to Japan and if you go outside of the touristy areas, you can find amiibo like mega cheap.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. If you ever go to Japan, never go buy stuff at the touristy areas. Like, the touristy areas are like fun to just walk around in, but from what I hear from friends and stuff is just don't buy anything there because everything's way too expensive.
something I needed.
Yeah, I've heard crap.
Something I do need to do at some
stories about what places like Super Potato have become.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Something I do need to do at some point or another is I've heard that the game collection scene is pretty good up in British Columbia, up in Canada, which is like maybe like a 2-ish hour drive from where I am. It's not like a jaunt I can make every day or anything like that, but it's something I want to make at some point or another and see what they got up there.
Yeah, unfortunately, my area is full of the I know what I have. You know what I'm exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like they know what they have, so they're gonna be not giving you a good deal on it.
Mm-hmm. I've like tried to negotiate before, and I've gotten a lot of unfortunate hostility from the people.
Yeah, negotiate. My rule of thumb is if it's an actual, like, business establishment, there's not really a whole lot of wiggle room for that, unless you're at a convention. If you're at a convention...
Yeah. If it's like a local, like, non-chain business, you can, like, get, like, bundles and stuff like that from what I know. But, like, chains, yeah, no, they will not budge.
Yeah. And usually I don't try to do that with a bunch of the local businesses here, unless I'm visiting their booth at a convention and am paying with cash, because that's usually another thing, at least at conventions, that you can do oftentimes to try to get a deal, is pay in cash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when people see, like, the cash right in front of them and you're just, like, showing them, it always does, like, kind of work like that, where it's like they see it and they're like, you know what, I'll budge.
I think part of the reason that is there's a little bit more of a fee or something like that when you pay with card. So paying with cash saves them a bit of money as well, I think. I wouldn't say.
As well.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that can fly under the whole, you know, tax thing too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's one of the good songs, Cloudy Stairway.
Yeah, I'm just reminded of like the last couple times I've tried to go to like there's a local game place in my mall that's just like very clearly doesn't know what things sell for and just goes like, oh, this looks like they're just selling things for super expensive on a whim and also sell a lot of
Yeah,
knockoffs.
there's there's a half-price books that's not too far from where I am, and there's this reoccurring joke that some people know they call the place Twice Price Books, because of the way they price some of their stuff.
Good for Blu-rays and DVDs though.
Yeah, but for their actual video games, it's often stuff that's overpriced, especially for the condition it's in.
Good was the same way too.
One example I have is they had a copy of Thousand Year Door, like GameCube Thousand Year Door, boxed but no manual, and they wanted like $100 for that, or like $120.
I sold my complete and box version of that for like $60 when I did like years ago.
Yeah,
and that was like below market when I did that.
Like I said, the game has gone down in price. Like it's like $50. When I bought it off regular in my stream, because they were going to be donating some of their games to Goodwill. And I looked through their games, I could buy a few of these off of you, and one of them was Thousand Year Door complete in box, which I only had the disc for, so I grabbed that off them and I offered them $50 on it, because that's about what it goes for now on price charting, because it went down because of the remake that came out.
Yeah, and like I think like the GameCube version definitely is fine to play, but I think the remake has some quality of life improvements that just make it, yeah.
Yeah, I played the original GameCube one like a decade ago, and I haven't gotten around to playing the Thousand Year Door remake on Switch yet.
I played it a couple times. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, like I remember it being fun. I remember it being as good as people say it is. Still good. Don't get me wrong, but maybe not as good as I guess because when I hear people talk about how good a game is, that just sets the bar unreasonably high for me usually. So I'm like, yeah, this game's fine. But it's not as good as people say it is.
Yeah, like, I don't know, because I always played, like, Thousand Year Door unbiasedly, I would say, when I was a kid, because I didn't know that everyone liked it when I was younger. All I knew is that I liked it, so when I say it's, like, good, I'm just talking from, like, childhood and, recent experiences, really.
And I'm kind of in the same position, too, of, like, I didn't really hear people talk about at the time that I played it that much, so I didn't really know if people consider it good or not, and I didn't really care.
Yeah, all I know is that, like, my mom, like, bought it for $15 back in the day.
The Thousand Year Door remake is brilliant, but I like the Mario RPG remake.
Yeah, the Mario RPG remake I did play.
I never finished the Mario RPG remake. I really need to get on that.
It was a good time. I think I 100%ed that in like a few days' time, because it's a remake of a SNES RPG. It's not going to be super long.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're ever gonna like remake Golden Sun though. Like I know that's not SNES really, but
yeah.
I just wonder.
I don't really know what Camelot's doing right now, other than probably working on more.
Didn't they put Golden Sun on NSO?
Yeah, both it and Lost Stage.
Yeah.
I don't really know what Camelot's doing right now, other than probably working on golf and tennis games for Switch 2, assumedly.
I mean,
well, I don't know how well Super Rush and it was Super Rush for golf, and it was
Mario Tennis Aces for tennis.
Aces, yeah, tennis.
And those are the most recent games they did. I guess they did Mario Sports Superstars on 3DS as well. If anybody remembers that one.
Oh
right,
yeah, I remember that. The only thing I remember
that game has
amiibo
cards.
Was like,
yep.
Oh wow, this looks cool, and then they forgot about it.
Oh fuck yeah, this is another good song. Coldplay.
It was a 3DS game that was out by the time the Switch existed, so
yeah,
and close to that.
And really, any games that come out after any 3DS games that come out after the Switch was out, they don't exist. Nobody's gonna remember them.
Yeah,
like, does anybody remember the Luigi's Mansion for?
I have a copy of that.
Port?
Yeah,
I have a copy of that too.
Yeah, the Luigi's Mansion 3DS port. I think
that was how I experienced Luigi's Mansion for the first time, actually.
I think one of the games that came out after the Switch launch is one that I actually streamed, because I believe that would have been the case with Persona Q2, New Cinema Labyrinth.
Yeah, Q2 came out. Yeah.
Oh.
It didn't have a. I think that's part of the reason why it didn't end up with a dub is that was that it was like, well, why would we put in this effort for a 3DS game when the 3DS is basically dead?
Yeah, and I know that was like a super late era 3DS game. I don't know if it was the last one, but
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Alpha Dream.
yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find like a, because I know of course there's limited run games who's re-releasing some 3DS games. So if you want to count those, I guess, because apparently I did a quick search to see what the last game to release on the 3DS is, and apparently it's like a big talking point of like there's some debate of what the last 3DS game to release was. So I guess I'm not gonna get a concrete answer there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to really bring semantics into it, there's the homebrew still being developed for it, so...
Yeah. I mean, by that, I tend to exclude homebrew because then that also brings stuff like the NES into question, for example.
Which is still,
Yeah, it's still getting games.
Yeah. Hell.
The PS1 was getting games up until, like, I think 2014, like, officially.
Hell, you know what? You know a game that's on NES that's finally getting an official release over here? Gimmick.
Yeah. One thing I do know that's pretty crazy is, from, like, recent reports from Sony, is that the PS2 was incredibly popular up until the PS4 released.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, PS2 is, like, one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
Yeah,
It's
amazing that they keep finding more sales of the PS2.
Yeah, right.
PS2.
Yeah, for anyone who didn't see that,
That's what happens when you make a cheap DVD player.
well, for anyone who didn't see what we're
People still use
referencing,
it for
so Sony keeps claiming that the total number of sales for the PS2 keeps rising, and it's like, yeah, they found more sales in the year 2023, yep, or 2024, yep. Totally.
I mean, sometimes I do find that.
I should point out that the thing right behind the PS2 in terms of sales is, I believe, was this. It's a Nintendo console. I think it's the Switch.
Yeah, because I think the Switch was getting to the point of surpassing the PS2. But like that was gonna hurt Sony's ego too much, so they had to update the numbers, and I use update in quotations.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do think the number was higher, but I don't think it was as high as they said.
Yeah.
Because they did say it was like kind of an estimation, so that's like, you know, kind of like their safeguard, I guess, is like, hey, it's an estimation, so if we're wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah.
The PS3 also, I mean, it didn't sell super well, but I will say the PS3, I know a lot of people who say it is a really good Blu-ray player, and also, like, some of the games are pretty fun, so...
Yeah, I use my PS3, my personal use of PS3 as well. I use it as a Blu-ray player. So, there is that. The one thing I really don't like about the PS3, and this is more of a streamer problem, is bypassing the HDCP on the PS3 so that way you can actually stream things with a capture card. Sucks balls to do on a PS3.
My brother was troubleshooting that for hours one time, and I'm just like, ugh.
My solution at this point for that is I have my PS3 go into an HDMI splitter. And it's not
splitter as well.
And the main purpose of that is said HDMI splitter strips the HDCP, so I don't have to worry about that anymore on my PS3. It's not like the PS4 or the PS5, where you can just turn it off. No, you can't do that with PS3 because fuck, I guess.
Yeah. I will say though, I do know for a fact that people do casually use a PS2, like in like less like you know, like countries and areas with like less like, you know, like accessible technology. Like they like, I would say like Brazil probably, because like they still like, you know, adore the Master System and all that.
Yeah.
And you know, they're happy with that. You know. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, I also use my one of my PS2s as a standard DVD player, just so I can like watch those DVDs on like my CRT, for example.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect for that.
Only thing is, this is something that I learned when I was hooking it up for watching movies, is when you're, for DVD playback, it's component only, not RGB, which is something I ended up learning. That was a bit of a weird one to learn, but something I could still work around.
Yeah, I got a Blu-ray player recently, and after I got it, I was like, oh, I could have just gotten a PS3, honestly. Because the PS3 does like 1080p, so it's like, well, I could have just like for the same price bought a PS3 and also had access to, you know, PS3 games. But oh
Yeah.
well.
And there are some good PS3 games, although granted, I think a number of the games that are, I mean, I haven't gotten enough use out of my PS3 to 100% claim this, but a lot of the games that I would probably want to play on PS3, I could either also get on 360, or they have since been ported to PS4 or the like. I mean, there's a few out there like 3D Dot Game Heroes that are still confined to the PS3. I feel like otherwise, just need to delve into more PS3 stuff, I guess.
I am not good at this game.
I will be honest, like, in my opinion, I really don't, like, when the PS4 came out, like, you know, when a console comes out, of course it doesn't have that many games, but it just never really had enough games for me to buy one.
For the PS4?
I think, yeah, I think the PS4 was, like, the starting point for me, where it's like, I'm just gonna you know, use my PC a lot more, you know?
Yeah, and especially now that they've started putting some PlayStation games on PC. That's why a lot of people are like, don't even bother getting a PS5, because most of the stuff that's PS5 exclusive, at least for a time, will eventually come to PC. Like, we're getting Final Fantasy. I think we've already gotten Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, for example.
I like to make the joke that the PS5 is just the Astrobot machine.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what most people who buy a PS5 are probably going to be getting it for, is for Astrobot.
And even then, it's probably going to be on PC eventually, because they'll probably budge.
I don't think
that's the controller a lot.
Yeah, it makes you to
Sony focused as well.
Astrobot is definitely focused enough on especially Sony's history that I don't foresee that one coming to PC. That would be a wild thing to see come to PC.
Yeah, I do know you can also use the PSVR 2 on PC, but you have to buy either the official adapter or a third-party one. Thankfully, the third-party ones aren't even that expensive, but I'm gonna be honest, if you want to buy like a headset for your PC, it's like, just get a Quest, since
well,
it's the same price.
In this whole conversation we've been having about a variety of things, we've hit 30 minutes.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I kind of shut my brain out right through just because I was talking the conversations we were talking. But we are going to go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing J Emerald's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
All right.
I just realized how cold it is in my room now that I'm paying attention.
You got so in the zone that you didn't feel how cold it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it because it's like it's gonna start getting warm soon, so I don't really mind it.
Ah.
I should probably close some of these tabs that I have open from some of the conversations we were having about various things tonight. Now my browser tabs are a mess.
Yeah, I know. After all this, I'm probably gonna go grab a Klondike bar because there's one Crunch bar left, and I'm hoping it's still in there.
Alright. Well, we are back for our fourth game for tonight. From J Emerald.
Well, this game,
Classic.
I'll just say this. It won Game of the Year.
Oh my god.
That's right.
know what it
We're
is.
talking about Net 2, baby. Yeah, Net 2, baby. Just kidding, guys. Fuck you, Net. Super Mario Brothers 2, baby.
It is Super Mario.
Yeah, it's straight up Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okay, this is a very familiar game to me.
And Super Mario Bros. 2 USA at that.
All right.
Oh yeah, someone should submit lost levels at one point.
RetroArch, do you want to open?
Yeah, I remember we actually, I think it was around this time last year, might have been like around the holidays, we actually did have Mario Bros. 2 to some capacity, but it was a ROM hack. It was a Christmas ROM hack that changed a bunch of the sprites, but more importantly, made the whole game ice physics.
Jay, I just freaking realized the reason why that mod that Brian likes so much, Mario's Madness, is called that is because that's what it says on Mario Bros. 2. I never thought of that.
So, I have a confession to make.
Oh yeah?
I've never played Super Mario Bros. 2.
Well, you're about to learn!
I have a confession too. It was me who ate the last ice cream bar.
Oh no. But, honestly, I think I dabbled with Mario 2, like, as a kid, but I didn't finish it until a bit more recent memory, like a few years ago, maybe? And that was kind of the case for the entire Mario trilogy. I just dabbled in other games. But, yeah, you're gonna learn. My personal choice of character, and you may experiment and find one you mesh with more, I like to go as Toadstool because being able to float is really good. Turns out.
I'm gonna play as Luigi because he's our bisexual king.
Is anyone gonna go Toad?
I don't usually go Toad.
Hey Jay, you should go Toad.
What's the gimmick with Toad?
Low jump but runs fast.
I'm gonna go with Peach.
Okay.
Or sorry, Princess Toadstool.
Y'all ever see that one video of the Mario phone where it's like, who would you like to call? And then the guy's like, bitch. And then Mario's like, okie dokie, calling bitch. I love that video.
Which?
I have not seen it.
I think I've heard Peach called Petch before, just like how I've heard Toad called Todd. So.
Toad called Todd.
Yeah, yeah, people call Toad Todd?
I remember one time I was like playing like I forgot what Mario game I was playing. It was like Luigi, and I was like hanging out with like one of my partners, and like I was like I love Luigi, but how it came out is I said like I love Luigi. We also partook a little bit of the devil's lettuce, so we were just laughing at anything. Fun time.
All right, I'm ready to go, and everybody else is.
I'm
I'm ready.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super Mario Bros. 2. Let's get the timer a little more accurate. Let's see if I remember where the warps are, because if I take the warps, I might be able to beat the game, but there are limited lives, limited continues, so I also need to play well.
I have not played this since the 2010s, I just realized.
Can you not pick things up when you're small?
You can. You have to be on top of them.
Wait, how did I pick this up?
You pick things up by being on top of them. You can't pick them up if you're, like, next to them. If that's what...
Oh, not crouching. Okay.
Ah, you were crouching. Gotcha. That would do it.
I mean, I figured... Because, alright, so I played DuckTales recently.
Okay. Then you're already prepared, you know, DuckTales, Mario 2, it's not too much of a jump
difference.
up. Yeah. Let's get to shortcut.
Already lost 2 lives, doing great.
Wait.
Yep, so there's some of the important things you can find. If you find a potion, you want to drop that in a spot that has a lot of grass that you can pick. Because you can go to subspace going through the door that spawns when you drop the potion. And any grass that you pick while in subspace will give you a coin, which you can use to play a slot machine to get lives at the end of the stage.
Ah. I also found a mushroom, which
Yeah.
increased my health bar.
Raises your health bar, which I think you lose either if you beat the stage or on death, I want to say.
Ah. Okay.
Alright, let's see if I can take the shortcut that's here.
Ooh, now I'm Tiny Luigi.
I know Luigi's good for doing this stage fast, but... Fuck that, we're going as a princess!
Oh, Power Star.
The tiny Luigi sprite in this game is so funny to me. He's got such a big head.
I remember doing a challenge for this game a while ago, where the idea was you get one shot. It was standard Mario 2, but I think it was like permadeath. So you basically had 4 lives, and each character got 1 life. And once you died with each character once, the challenge was done.
Oh, that's interesting.
And let's see how far you could get. Alright, 1-3. I think there's a warp in here, so I might just end up taking that.
That threw a lot farther than I thought it would, but I still got some good value. Oh, I didn't realize it was timed.
Yeah, you can only be in subspace for a handful of seconds.
Darn.
Wait, subspace, like, oh, I almost got this superstar.
Like, you ever get those potions and go through the door? You're going to subspace then.
Oh, there's a cloud here. Okay, I was like, did I soft walk?
Oh no, I remember how to get the warp. Okay, where's
Remember,
the...
if you ever want to
Where's the thing?
if you ever want to run away from the law, subspace, throw down a door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so... Subspace is also how you access some of the warps in the game. So I just warped to World 4, for example.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know about that. I knew about the mushrooms, but I didn't know where they were.
Yeah, I never remember where exactly they are. Usually good game design tells you that they're going to be around... They would be around where you throw down the potions. Or where you originally get the potions.
Okay.
That's always what good game design says.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's Birdo.
Yeah, interesting game of Doki Doki Panic. Just like I remember it. I didn't find an actual, like, Famicom Disk System copy of Doki
right,
Doki Panic
Cloaca.
at some point or another. Because I think that one has actual saving, too.
This game kind of sucks. It's not even a real Mario game.
Yeah. Brutal. It's okay, Mario games suck anyway.
I actually hate Mario. I actually like grinded up my copy of Mario Galaxy. I hate
It'll be real funny if this is the one game we end early.
That'd be wild. I could see that happening due to the limited continues. Where people just, like, get their continues and they're like, yeah, I'm good.
This is like one of the more wacky games, but then again, it is a dream, so it makes sense.
It is my personal... Between Mario 1, 2, and 3, it is my personal choice of Mario game.
Let's see, did I miss
I mean, it's a good game. I like it, and the remake's pretty good too.
get this?
Oh, you mean... Advance, you mean? Mario
Yeah,
Advance?
Advance.
Yeah. Usually when I hear somebody talk about Mario Advance game, it's usually the one for Mario 2. I had the one for, the one that I remember playing, was the one for Yoshi's Island, which I think was, I want to say is Mario Advance 3.
Yeah.
Because I think Mario Advance 1 was, Mario 2 here. Mario Advance 2 was Mario World. 3 was, Yoshi's Island. And 4 was, Mario 3. Alright, off to World 6!
I missed, like, one of the big warps, so I was like, oops.
Yeah, the warp to World 4 is in 1-3. If you want to take it, you get the potion before you go in the building. You take it past the door, you should see a pipe that you can go... You should see a pipe past there. If you go to subspace in that area and go down the pipe, you go to World 4.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if I should have gone to World 5 and then warped to World 7. Either way... Oh god, right, now I have to go down these pipes and see if I can find where the key is. And I don't remember which pipe it is I have to go down, so I guess I'm gonna try all of them!
You know... Oh crap, I forgot what I was gonna say.
There it is.
Oh yeah, if there's another Mario Maker game, which there probably will be, I think they should, like, have this as, like, a playable mode or style, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Oh, well,
I mean, they put in there is the Mario 2 mushroom in Mario Maker 2.
Yeah. I just think, like, we need, like, some more, like, styles of Mario. Maybe even a fully 3D one.
As opposed to, like, because I think they put 3D World in there, at least.
Yeah, but it was, like, 2D, so...
Yeah, 2D, 3D. I really don't remember which pipe it is I have to go down. One of
World
these.
4.
You've also gone to World 4. Oh yeah, the Phanto's here. This is definitely the right pipe now.
I hate it when angry faces chase after me after I grab the key. That's, like, such a realistic thing.
Mario 2 going for that realism.
It just needs ray tracing.
God, imagine Mario 2 with ray tracing. Get out of my way, Phanto! Oh yeah, because I'm far enough in that I have to deal with bullshit Birdos.
Multi-game award.
Goodbye.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Rocket away!
Alright, into 6-2. Oh, this is the one where I had to ride the birds. Yeah, it is this stage. Fun.
Oops, I misplaced the door. That's what happens.
And this is why I like to get Peach. Stages like this. Oh yeah, another thing that you may not...
Boss here.
Another technique that you may not know if you're playing this game for the first time. If you hold down, you can charge a super jump. So when your character starts flashing, you can hit jump to jump high.
I do know about, like, the mechanics of the game, just...
Okay. I know that's something that my first time playing that was not obvious to me.
Yeah, it's not really obvious, but I do
Back when,
just
like,
know
stuff was
why.
explained in only a manual.
What? Yeah. Or one of those things that nowadays you'd probably learn through, like, osmosis.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here, Birdo. Alright. On to 6-3.
Oh, I wonder who the person who's gonna submit Zelda 2 one day is gonna, when they're gonna do it,
I mean,
who that's gonna be.
I mean, we've had a hack of Zelda 2. I don't know if we've had Zelda 2 proper, but we've had a hack of Zelda 2.
Wait, which hack was it?
I don't think it was, I think it was a hack that just changes the visuals. So not like an actual, like, different map sort of hack, just one that changes the visuals, but at its core, it's still Zelda 2.
I mean, I still want to know what the visual is.
Let me see if I can find... Let me look in the records here. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Rev Edition for NES. Season 2, Episode 40 would have been the episode would have been in...
Bit of an unpopular opinion, I like Zelda 2 a lot. I always thought people loved it, but apparently a lot of people don't like it. And I'm just like, I think it's fun.
I think part of it is, here, I'll throw the link for the hack itself in the RBC room. So I've beaten Zelda 2. I think it's fine. I prefer the more standard, Zelda games, but at the time there wasn't really a standard, per se, because it was only the second game.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they just wanted to try something new, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's also a lot harder. Like, I would say it's at least not as cryptic as Zelda 1 is, but it's definitely a lot harder.
Oh yeah, way harder.
Yeah, Death Mountain. We had a race not too long ago, one of the weekly races that I do, and it was one of the handful of times where we actually had like a concrete goal instead of just make as much progress in half an hour. And the goal was, we were playing Zelda 2, we had to get the hammer in Death Mountain in half an hour. And if we didn't, just whoever made more progress. And a lot of us were doing pretty good, up until we hit Death Mountain. I think I got like a screen or two away from getting the hammer and then game overed. I had to ask, where's the ice physics? Sorry, Polk, there's no ice physics this time around.
I'm adding ice physics to everything in real life.
That's just winter.
Exactly.
This a potion, yeah.
Right, to ride the bird, don't I? Ugh.
Is there nothing here? Cool.
I got
Ride the
two
bird.
windows.
Yes, there's a clip from the last highlight reel we did of Polk beating a boss, and then because of the ice physics, sliding off into a pit and dying and getting a game over. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm on that one part of the ice level where everything is coming at you from different sides of the
yeah,
screen, and
that section is so satisfying to do well because it's just like you can just duck under certain things and you'll be, for the most part, perfectly okay if you do so correctly.
yeah, it's just I was also like small, so it was like kind of terrifying. And I'm small again.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's my first death. Damn it.
Man, these enemies really know how to waste the Cialis.
Let's try this again.
Oh, I can damage Ruth off the mask to get up there. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can definitely do some deboosting in this. Whether or not you'd want to is another question, because you still only get 2 hits. Unless you find a mushroom.
I died at the whale area.
The whale claims another victim. Oh, god damn it, I did it again.
That's what that movie should have been about. It should have been about these whales.
I actually, yeah, I can... Why am I doing this the hard way? I could just super jump hover over that. It's way easier. Forget how big I need to make this mushroom stack, though, if I want to, get to the next level. Well, would help if I don't do that. Alright, let's try this again.
I can't believe I'm allergic to water in this game. I barely touched it.
Something, too much water. Oh.
Something, hydrate.
I should be coming up. Oh god, hello, Sniffit. Getting a little close. Uh-oh. Well, this is awkward. There we go. Alright, Birdo. Come on.
Is Birdo the boss of every stage?
No. Birdo will be the boss of all the normal stages, but the last stage of each world will have a different boss. Like World 1 is Mauser, for example.
But yeah, I was just asking
But
for
yeah,
the boss of every regular stage. Okay.
No, she has a boss. She's a girl boss.
Almost every stage ends with fighting Birdo. I think 4-1 is one of the few instances where you don't fight Birdo at the end. You fucker, Sniffit. Yeah, as Beak says, 4-1, you don't fight Birdo. Alright, I am in the final area.
I just made it to 1-3.
Hooray. Well, 7-2 is a very long stage, so... And it can be, unsurprisingly, a very tough stage as well. So, we'll see how this goes. I think I usually go this route through here. I'm also flirting with danger a little bit in terms of my life count, so I gotta be careful of that.
Yeah.
You missed that one. Try another.
And boop.
Oh. That's actually my achievement.
Excuse me.
Hit sound.
Huh?
What's up?
That's actually my achievement sound.
That's
You missed
funny.
that one. Try another.
The game's achievement sound to have, to be fair. Oh, God!
What? Shit.
Just trying to be as careful as I possibly can be.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know where I should have put that door down. Oops.
Oh, boy.
Go away, Ninja.
Fuck it, just take the hit.
Damn it.
Was hoping I could avoid the hit, but...
How do you get those hearts to float up?
You know what's crazy is that this is like Pac-Man because of the cherries.
I want to say the hearts is based on how many enemies you kill.
Hmm.
I think it's like every 5 enemies or something like that. Not 100% sure on that, but... Oh god, yeah. This last Birdo fight you had to do. If you thought fighting Birdo was bad before, try doing it on a conveyor belt.
Oh, jeez.
And that's just the fight to get the key.
I'm doing the one with the ice physics, and yeah, that's... Woo.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get some health. Just because I'm...
Riding an egg across the
Running a
ocean.
little low.
I have to... Why is there a key here? I have 1 health.
You're gonna have some quality time with Fanto.
Alright, Fanto, here we go.
Yeah, let's do one more cycle of this.
The Birdo.
Is it not every 5 enemies?
The Phantom
Ah,
fuck.
you shitter. How many lives do I have? Okay, I'm on my last life.
No!
Not the
Oh.
marshmallow.
And because I decided to try to get cheeky, that also means I do not have a, I had to fight Birdo again to get the key.
Is Fanto an instant game over? I don't
It's not an instant death, but
Okay.
Fanto is consistently chasing you. You can have Fanto go away from you if you drop the key. Fanto will go away, and you can kind of reorient yourself.
Okay.
Alright, let's
Darn shy guy, the red shy guy here.
make the push to the end. Hopefully I can do it on this one last life that I have.
Gotta grab some coins so I get some lives.
Oh, there's a...
Yeah, I could use a few lives right about now. There is nothing for me to throw at you anymore, is there? Because I might have despawned them.
Damn it.
That's unfortunate.
And I'm at a lot. I'm at a continuous, so I'm tapping out.
I'll try
Am I starting
to...
back at the beginning again? I'm starting back at the beginning again. Okay, well.
Okay, well, that's a start. I wish I could throw better, though, than that. Because, yeah, this is one of the other fun things the game does at the end, is the door that you go through to beat a stage, you have to fight it in the last stage before you fight Wart.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
It's a really good gotcha of like, oh, yeah, just pick up the orb and go into the door. And then all of a sudden the door starts attacking you. Alright, let's fight Wart. Wart, at least, isn't too hard of a fight when you have an idea of the pattern, so... But it can be annoying to land hits. Because you have to throw the the fruit directly in, or the vegetables directly into Wart's mouth. Instead, just hit him on the head with them.
Ah, shit!
They
Okay,
should
there
have
you go.
words of the new Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ward hasn't made any appearances outside of Zelda.
Yeah! Like, Zelda of all things, where Wart makes a reappearance.
Oh, I accidentally just grabbed the enemy. Oops.
Oh, that was too early.
Ooh, am I out of... Oh, yeah, I'm out of continues. I played through a big chunk of the game, so I'll just, like, I'll just stay on the screen and do some stretches.
Alright, and Wart's dead!
I mean, you can play another game while we wait for the time to run out.
Yeah,
It's just, I just don't really know what to put on.
that's what Freeze is doing. I mean, I just beat the game, so, and Freeze has moved on to another game, so we may actually stop shortly enough, but...
Yeah, I'm good with stopping here.
I want to
Yeah,
see...
me too.
I want to see the stats first. Those whole 8 stages. Contributor Princess. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stop the timer here.
I am getting better at this, so...
Alright, well, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be playing our final game for tonight from RoxanneNova. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh yeah, just as a little heads up, I do have to use, like, another version of RetroArch just to get the last game to work, because for some reason this one crashes when I stream that particular game that I requested.
That's fine.
That's interesting.
It's nothing, it doesn't mean that anything's special, it just literally means that my computer's weird. To be fair, this is like, I've been apparently this install of Windows, not this like 11, but it started out as a Windows like 95 install, and apparently I've just never decided to make a fresh install. I might do that one day though.
95? Goodness.
Yeah, I'm not that old though. Because the old hard drive that I copied off of was a hard drive that was already copied from like a 95 machine, something that started as a 95 machine. It was a weird thing. So technically speaking, I guess you could say my install is 30 years old. Scary.
Alright, well, we are back for the final game for tonight from RoxanneNova.
Alright, so in terms of like the art that you're gonna show, I probably should have sent something, because there is a couple of fan ones.
I've got...
Did you find something?
I found... it's nothing too exciting, but I did find something to use for this.
Alright, so this is a very interesting, very interesting game.
We've had this on here before.
Yeah, and it got like a major update, like a lot of fixes, a lot of improvements, and stuff like that. It is the way that I'm gonna describe it, you're not gonna expect what it is. So I would describe this game as like kind of just like playing out like kind of a dream or a nightmare. Like, I mean, it kind of tells you that at the start. Basically, you just like you walk around and you do whatever you want, kind of bit like I would say Yumi Nikki. And there's a lot of spooky things that could happen, and a lot of
Wait a minute.
and a lot of interesting things.
Oh, is this a
Hold up.
And the game is B3313, also known as Super Mario 64 Eternal Plexus.
Right.
I knew it. I fucking knew
I know
it.
about this. I'm just I don't do horror well at all, so but
It's not that bad. It's more like
It's not that bad.
subtle.
It's not that bad though.
I had a
Oh, I
friend
gotta.
show
Oh
me
god,
this,
that's loud.
and, I've been meaning to check it out, so this is a good opportunity to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's really great.
as I mentioned, we've had this hack on here before, but apparently that was before the 1.0 release of it, so Now we're gonna
Failed
get...
to load content. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Let me try a different core.
You have to use like the parallel core.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because Mupin does not seem to be being nice to me today.
Yeah, and parallel is what I default to anyway, so...
I'm still sorry.
You good, dude?
I don't know. I didn't.
If it doesn't load, I know how to. There's like a fix.
It's
I
a
know
problem
how
that
to
I
do
have with a lot with some games like this, where it's like it's not horror exactly, but there are horror elements where my brain I will just freeze. And it's like, well, I don't what, and have trouble playing the game at all.
Well, with how we're like gonna be playing it for 30 minutes, you really won't be encountering much of that unless like you.
Yeah, I don't-
Yeah.
Like I said, my brain like.
It's that thing of knowing that it's horror. It's like, oh god, is this gonna show up? And
Mm-hmm.
like, even if you're like, even if you're sure like it probably won't show up in the time span, there's still that part of your brain that's like, but what if it does? What if we do get that
Yeah.
far?
Yeah.
I mean, good thing you weren't
Sorry.
here for when we had
The?
That's a Mario World ROM hack that is definitely spooky and definitely does jump scare you.
Use that Koopa worked a lot. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go straight for the spooky. I'm going to tell you that. I know one area that is spooky, because my friend.
Oh yeah, there is
earlier,
intentional
so-
crashes, but you just like reopen like the thing.
Okay.
But like I said, 30 minutes, you're not gonna really be encountering much of that unless like you really go off like the usual like areas that people go in. It's not that bad.
Yo, I just did the coolest thing in my chat.
Yeah.
Some motherfucking bot was like, "Oh, get cheap viewers on this."
Yeah, do you ban them? Hell yeah. Don't.
Actually, no, just told them to fuck off.
I don't see the game yet on Freeze's stream, by the way.
Oh, it's
I know.
so
I'm still.
I'm messing with Mario's face right now.
Oh, yeah, always the classic. Just.
I'm still just. Yeah,
I'm happy with my creation.
There's also, I will say, as much as there is like spooky stuff, there's a lot of very good feeling stuff in here too. Like a lot of happy music.
Yeah, I know. I definitely don't remember anything spooky happening when we played.
I know. Sorry. I didn't mean to snap. I'm just.
You're good, dude.
I
Alright,
get that
so
core is
hang
not
on,
a
man.
lot of people's thing.
Yeah, I
You know
mean, I may have like had to add like may have been a horror warning tonight because I didn't think that. So,
It's
oh
fine.
my bad. Yeah.
I mean, you can sit out the game if you want. You can load up another game if you really don't want to do it.
I think that might be best for me.
Okay.
That's fine.
Why don't you just play regular
I can-
64?
I can hide your feed. Yeah, if you want to put.
I can put Chaos Edition up.
If you want to put Chaos Edition, I'll put your feed up there for that.
It's just as horrifying.
Yeah, I wish I could play Chaos Edition, but it is not epilepsy friendly.
You know.
Or if you
that
want to,
might be a good point. Actually, that might not be friendly for.
or if you want to play
anyone
Mario's Point and Click 64. Alright, but otherwise,
Here we go.
I am ready to go.
You know what? I have the perfect Mario ROM hack in my just random collection of ROMs.
There you go.
Yeah,
I hope it's dog collab.
but yeah, no. As Beak was saying in the chat, there's like
I forgot.
the main developer of this game. He's having like a lot of like health problems, unfortunately, and a lot of people were trying to slander his name and try to steal the project from him. So
Oh,
it's
geez.
unfortunately
Gross.
on hiatus right now. So it's probably not done, but he's taken some time off and kind of like it will be like stuff will be added when it's added, kind of deal, you know?
Alright, well, I am ready to go and everybody else is.
Yep,
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready, and Mario is ready to look at this beautiful specimen.
Let's start
Me
this.
reaching for the shredded cheese at 3 a.m.
I'm just doing a bit of touching up on some cropping really quick. Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What were the numbers for this again?
B1131?
It's B3313.
B3313. I normally first
5313.
game.
Little tip: press one of the shoulder buttons when you're outside.
Let me try resetting.
Game.
Yeah, I think the game crashed for you as well. Let me try.
Oh wait, no, it's night. That thing only works in daytime. So when it's like actually like day outside, like real time, you can change it to Luigi by pressing a button.
Let me try switching
Yeah.
emulators and see what happens.
Okami, I'm getting the same issue as you right here now.
Let me see if BizHawk handles the game any better.
I'm gonna try a different core.
I wouldn't recommend Mupen because it does work, but it's really slow in some areas.
For reference's sake, for those who are wondering, and
Well,
this
Mupen
is
wouldn't even
this is Super Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, yep, that also did not work. Okay.
Oh no.
We might end up...
If you need to use Mupen, though,
Hang
you
on.
can, but yeah.
I'm gonna try something
can't,
stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something stupid and see if this works.
Yeah, typically the parallel launcher, which is basically just RetroArch just with like the parallel core, usually that's like the best thing to use for like Mario ROM hacks. Most of the time.
Yeah, like I was using parallel even, like you can pick a file and then the game just crashes. Oh boy.
Mhm.
Strange. Maybe one of the settings is not like, because one of the settings in the core settings is like allow large ROMs.
Let me menu toggle and see if there's any in-game settings that might need a change, because I didn't test this one. Oops. Probably should have done that beforehand, but oh well.
Yeah, I had to test it earlier because I was like, okay, just in case.
Yeah. Enable expansion pack RAM on.
I should mention there's also technically 500 stars in this game.
Oh geez, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I
Let me
can't remember which star I'm missing in this area.
try a stupid thing. There's no way this is gonna work, but it'll be funny if this ends up making the thing work. Nope. Okay, this might end up being one of those rare instances where we're just gonna be falling back on the backup game.
Oops.
Yeah. I mean, part of it's my fault for not checking it in advance to make sure it works.
Oh, I was excited to try this.
Yeah, I was excited to see what was going to be different about it, but, you know, sometimes you just get a game that decides it doesn't want to work, so give me 1 second.
I'm playing on the 64 DD. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
Damn.
Give me
Okay, so I gotta do another introduction. It's okay though, don't worry.
Yeah, I need to get another box art as well.
1 second.
But I think we'll have some quote-unquote fun with our backup game here.
Oh yeah, no, I chose it specifically because Jay's here.
Oh, so that game wasn't the one fun
No.
for me.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even check if I had the ROM of the game that I use as a backup. Wait, no, I think
I can grab one really quick and put it in the RBC room. So give me 1 second, because I'm gonna be revealing our backup game here very.
Okay, no, I do have it.
I'll be revealing our backup game here fairly shortly here, because I have the box art. So 3, 2, 1.
Oh no, it's
bam.
It's the yeah. You're gonna have to provide the ROM because I downloaded the wrong one.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. But here's your backup game here. Another classic around here. Maybe not for the right reasons. Sonic Spinball.
Sonic.
Oh boy.
Oh, cool. Sonic Spinball. My favorite.
Sonic Spinball Land.
Yeah, because we needed more pinball after last week.
Is it just the Genesis one?
It's Genesis Spinball, yep.
Yeah, and I got the Master System ROM. I was like, oops.
Yeah, I mean, you could have gotten the Game Gear one. Which is probably just the same as the Master System one.
That version's not too bad.
Oh wait, no. It's the Mega Drive version.
Oh, so the European version then.
Yeah, I misread it.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'll get you a game. Look in the Retro Book Club room now.
Alright, let me see.
Oh, is it? Can RetroArch read 7Z, or do I have to?
It should be able to.
Okay. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna have to uncompress it.
So I've unfortunately beaten this game. The game is very okay until it's very not okay, if you've never played Spinball.
I have
Okay,
not.
give me 2 seconds.
I'm not playing that's the demo, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to fall into a backup game, Hippo, and because of that, now we have Spinball. Because Mario ROM hacks sometimes function to a extent, we'll say. I don't expect
Yeah.
Spinball is going to last the full 30, though, because much like with Mario 2, we had to deal with limited continues. Which is to say, you get like 3 lives, no continues. You can get some extra lives through points. And the game it does not hold back on you.
Yeah. A bit of a shorter night, but I'm cool with that.
I mean, I don't know.
watch
The first
Austin
3
Powers after
games
this.
end up going the most of the night. Like, I think it's going to be a pretty normal length episode when all is said and done, especially since we have to switch to another game partway through.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Oh shit, I forgot. There we go. So,
Let me just do a little bit of recropping.
there we go.
I don't see the game yet on J Emerald's screen.
Don't worry, it's coming up.
Yep, I see it now. Yeah, this is a game that I had to play. I think when I played it, it was on a sub choice, and the game is fine enough for the first 3 stages, and then you get to the final stage and you learn to cry. Final stage is very mean.
But yeah, with B3313, I'm gonna get my fill because next month I'll be doing a versus with it, which is
Oh, that's cool.
gonna be pretty messed up actually.
Alright, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep.
I am ready.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sonic Spinball.
To the options, away!
And so I kind of do like it as a pinball game because you have a little bit more control over your ball because you can still, like, control Sonic proper. Maybe not as much as you might be able to in a standard Sonic game, but you still kinda can. But your objective is you have to find all the emeralds in a stage, which will then open the path to the boss. There's 3 emeralds in stage 1, for example, that you need to find.
So how do you control? Can you only control Sonic at the beginning?
While Sonic's moving around in the pinball table, you can still use the D-pad to kind of control him. It just may not be super precise.
Got it.
Yeah, there's a bit of a control to this game, but it is pretty much mostly just kind of you go where you go.
Yeah, kind of the game's equivalent of this pinball table is equivalent of tilting. But you also don't get penalized for doing it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, slime has been drained.
I need to find a place to play more pinball machines in real life because I actually love pinball. It's super fun.
I am not.
I believe there is a website for specifically looking for pinball locations nearby.
I am definitely not a
What's called,
pinball expert of any kind. I dabble it from time to time, but I do not pinball super well.
Yeah, I know apparently in Las Vegas they got a big place for that's just a pinball history with some arcade machines. It's really cool. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite
Like my partner showed me that, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." I also don't have like traveling funds, so can't really do stuff like that at the moment.
Right. Yeah, what?
Oh, draining slime.
Yep, draining slime is the first thing you need to do. Then you can get to more parts of the map.
Alright.
And you have access to your first emerald once you do that step. Because one of the things you end up doing, there's like a boat that you can ride in the middle of the slime when you get to the next part of the map. And if you go on that, you can reach the emerald that you just drained the slime for. Oh, well, goodbye, Sonic. Too bad.
A lot of people don't get past the second stage. I don't blame them, but still,
What?
I have beaten the game.
I cannot get in the pipe that opened after the slime drained.
One of the more recent memories I have with Sonic Spinball is I rolled it for... It was Big John's
There it is.
Retro Battle mystery tournament that I rolled it for. And the goal was a simple beat the first stage. Simple enough if you've beaten the game like I did at the time, like I already done at the time. But if you're playing the game blind, good luck trying to do that in a 20-minute time frame.
Yeah. Oh, do I have to drain the slime again? That sucks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is definitely not everyone's like cup of tea. I just wanted to suggest that as a backup.
Ah, finally.
Safety lid's open.
Hooray, barrel bustin'.
Bustin'.
Busted.
Oh yeah, I had to clean up all the barrels again. Ugh.
Sleeping in your bed.
Who are you gonna call? Uh-oh. Sonic, why? There we go. Cleanup complete. So now I can get up that way. Ooh, now do I remember which way I need to go for the minecart? Oh, I'm about to find out. Sorry, you need 2 more emeralds. Okay, is it this way? Yes, it is. Okay. And that is emerald number 2. And getting to stage 2 is an accomplishment in this game. There's only 4 stages, but each one gets progressively more and more complicated. Stage 2 isn't too bad either. I'd say stage 3 is when they start piling on the difficulty, especially.
The machine.
I'm already having trouble just getting step 1 of draining the slime again.
Yeah. And then, to be fair, I had problems with it my first time playing Sonic Spinball as well. Like, it's not trivial.
There we go. Okay, I made it back.
Yeah,
to
if you
where
play
I
this game
died.
enough, you'll definitely like beat it.
When you play this game enough, you just kind of
Immediately.
flick on the shit switch.
Yep.
The second I get to the layer, like, above the first area, Sonic just immediately dies. Like, I don't even get a chance to control Sonic. They just instantly into the goo. It's...
I've heard people say they should remake this game, but I gotta disagree with that, honestly. I think it's fine as it is.
Yeah,
I
guess
think people just want a pin. I have to wonder if it's just that people want pinball.
people want Sonic Pinball. And just don't like what Sonic Spinball tries to do, I guess.
And I got in the
But
barrel.
if they played Sonic Pinball Party,
That's also a good game.
Alright,
Way more forgiving.
let's do some more barrel busting. Alright, clamp complete, so I should be able to shortly here get my last emerald and head for the boss.
I got the emerald. Let's go.
We'll see if I get a emerald in this half hour.
Right, there's
So-
emerald 3.
How
What?
many stages are there?
4 stages.
floor, Toxic Cave, Lava Powerhouse, the Machine, and then I think the last one is just called the Final Fight.
I don't remember what the stage names are off the top of my head, but that sounds right. And stage 4 especially has like a million ways for you to die.
Back when video games were hard as balls. I mean, they had to be because, you know, small sizes and all that.
Yeah. And then we get games like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I guess is more 2 games in 1, depending on who you talk to. I was glad to find a copy of Sonic and Knuckles, though. That was one of the things I found at MagFest. That was a nice one to find, because I've been looking out for that game for a while.
I've got a complete in-box copy of that game, although the box is not the best quality, but it is complete in box.
Yeah, my box is in decent enough shape. It's got a few nicks here and there, but it's still like solid enough. It's presentable. The fun of the Genesis games that came in cardboard boxes.
I think I just glitched the game.
What did you do?
I got into the second area without draining the slime.
Oh, yeah, because Sonic games are well designed all the time. Alright, let's beat this Eggman Scorpion.
That thing scared the crap out of me when I was younger.
Tail destroyed.
Anyway, I got a game over.
Yep, that's, again, the Sonic Spinball experience.
One thing that's really funny, though, is I was watching a video, I think it was Scott the Waz, actually, and he was talking about the not-for-resale copies. I see a lot of those Sonic 1, like, not-for-resale copies where people think they're rare.
Oh, they are definitely not rare. I think
there's a lot.
I think the reason those are not for resale copies is I think they were bundled in with the Genesis.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's the Sonic 1 and 2 bundle, the one that they were like constantly advertised.
Yeah, I think for a
there's
time.
also a lot of not for resale copies of 2 as well.
I'm pretty sure for a time my my copy of Sonic 1 was the not for resale version. All right, bonus stage.
I think I've got a not for resale and a clean copy of Sonic 2.
I've seen
Remember
people
Sonic
say
3?
like I've seen people say, "Oh, this is the rare copy," and it's like that's like the most common one.
My favorite instance. It's not for resale, but one of my favorite instances of that is Halo 2, where the collector's edition is like cheaper now than the original version of it. Yeah.
And also it like rusts really easily too.
Yeah, because it's a steelbook.
That's why I don't like collecting like steelbooks, because they can do that, and it's just like I don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah, I like the look of them, but good luck.
That is Emerald 2.
Nice. I got the rising jackpot. All right. Lava powerhouse.
Good.
You need 3 emeralds. Good luck.
By the way, I should say this game's soundtrack's really good.
Oh yeah,
they went crazy on this. Like, yeah, they had fun.
I definitely like the boss seems pretty good.
I mean, it's not really surprising. The soundtrack's amazing, given this is I believe this is a Sega Technical Institute joint, which if you played like Comic Zone or
The Ooze.
The Ooze has a wild soundtrack too, even though that game's horrendous.
I wouldn't say it's horrendous, but it's got problems.
If we're talking horrendous games with amazing soundtracks, Silver Surfer, that's all I need to say.
I mean, yeah, Silver Surfer's a classic example of that. I wouldn't even say Silver Surfer's horrendous. It's just hard.
It's just mean. Yeah, it's a very mean shmup.
I was gonna say, I don't know what people.
Nowadays there are meaner.
I was gonna say
there are meaner shmups.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't know what. Whenever people say like Silver Surfer's such a hard game, like it's hard, yes, but like what were you expecting from a shmup? Have you not played a Gradius? Gradius gets pretty mean as well.
Rust cave shooters are probably harder than Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I do know the composer for Silver Surfer. He thought the game was going to be way better than it was, so that's why he went crazy with the soundtrack.
Tim Fallon has a very weird habit of doing amazing songs for mediocre games. It's so weird.
It's the
Except for
brothers,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because it was Tim and what's his brother's name?
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah.
I think his brother actually passed away recently.
his brother passed away.
Damn.
It's kind of sad that Jeff doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, Tim. It's all Tim. It's like, no,
I
it's the
think,
brother.
if I remember right, I think Tim Fallon also made, if you've seen it on Steam, a Contradiction.
A contradiction?
It's a pretty wild FMV game. It's pretty fun.
What's the...
Get in the pipe, please. Oh,
Well,
my
you should
God.
come this way, so...
Everyone is still on stage 1. I don't blame.
I'm fighting Scorpus right now.
And so you're gonna be on stage 2 soon enough. Or you'll be into stage 2.
Wait, Wormy Roundup, huh? In Top the Caves, finish with at least 2 times Worm Loop bonus. Okay then.
Well, there you go. That's the thing, like the pinball games always talk about like all these bonuses that I'm getting for hitting things, and I'm like, what am I doing? What?
Warm bag.
What all is happening?
Worm loops.
Oh shit.
And now
Sonic!
it's time for the bonus stage.
Sonic, please! Yeah,
Trapped alive, free them.
I was lucky to get through the bonus stage. You can see if you manage to do the same thing. Oh god, now I have to do this shit. Ah! Okay, that wasn't that bad. Alright, there's my first emerald in stage 2. That spin dash going. Let's see if I remember how to get to the other 2 emeralds. Bust cork first.
Oh, I fell in the sludge.
That'll get you. Oh no, Sonic, you're so close. No. Okay.
Slamming shot, hog wild.
Can I please stop getting stuck in the worm bagging zone?
Memorial worm bagging zone.
Sim.
Not quite. Not quite, Sonic. Okay, there's a second hit.
No.
And a third one. Okay. Nope. Right, I had to mash the button.
Alright. Fast flipper. Rising jackpot. You good there?
No.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where some people really
Truly,
might
this-
not like it.
I was gonna say, truly the Spinball experience.
I don't think I've ever really not enjoyed a game on Retro Book Club, but this is tempting it. I'm gonna admit.
We found the
I think I
limit.
like Adam's Family more than this. I think I like Jekyll and Hyde more than this.
Oh,
Bold claims.
you probably felt like you were getting somewhere in those games. It's very easy to feel like you're not getting anywhere in Spinball.
Well, yeah, I keep dying to the same
Right.
to death.
Alright, on to the boss.
Please. No.
If I die one more time, I might just have to pause because my fingers are starting to get a
Here
little
we go.
stiff.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I have to say about today's game,
Emerald
it's that,
1!
they make my thumbs hurt.
Yep.
There's a lot of button mashing, I must say. I think
Yeah,
I
I-
started with the racing game.
Something that I also like that this game does is pressing the C button just activates both flippers at once. So that's usually how I end up playing the game.
I see.
Wait,
Because you can press A or B to activate them individually.
Ken Pender's gonna sue somebody.
Ken Penders doesn't own any of the... Sorry. Ken Penders only owns his 1,000 echidnas.
Alright, Robohead 2 down. Oh, that's not how I expected that to go. Okay, that's fine.
Kim Pender's trying not to get mad when they do something with Knuckles challenge.
Difficulty impossible. Oh. Damn you, Steam!
I I remember there was that other guy who really wanted to like do the same thing where he like got a lot of his characters too. Well, got like one character of his that he made for like the Archie comics. It was really funny.
Was that the skirt? Is that the skirt guy?
No, that's what Ken Pender. That's Ken Penders. It was that one like character. I forgot what his name is. He's an elephant.
All right, that's
And,
stage 2 done.
Oh, I forget, but I only remember is that I think I remember he's like a major bad guy or something.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, apparently the guy who like got the rights to that character that he made, he tried to like do NFTs and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
Of course,
Because
that's the obvious route.
of course. Cool
That way
loops.
you can just that way you can just easily sell the art that you technically didn't make, but has your character.
Bust teeth. I remember being significantly worse at this bonus stage, so I'll probably not get the clear on this one, but I can try. Oh, yep, and that's one ball sunk.
oh yeah, I heard about the whole thing with that like with that one like Robot Sonic character where that one person tried to sue and like they did not have a case at all.
Sonic jamming. Hit the teeth! Slamming shot! Oh, I might actually be able to clear this stage. I've already got 4 of the teeth down. Or 3 of the teeth down out of the 4. That definitely should have hit the tooth. Oh well, I'll get more slamming shots.
Speaking of like Kickstarters, one thing that's really funny for me to look through is like the failed like makeshift like campaigns. Like some of them are like they never get past like the conception, like concepts, and it is like crazy.
Yeah, sometimes there's good stuff. I think the one thing I backed on Kickstarter still is Bloodstain Ritual of the Night, back when that came out.
Yeah.
I backed
Oh,
a
I
few
forgot that
things,
was a
but that's mostly
Kickstarter game.
it's usually after. I usually only back them like after they've been funded because I think the last thing I backed was Sentinels of the I think that wasn't even on Kickstarter, but it was Sentinels of the Multiverse 2. But that's because I love that first game and I knew that I would enjoy the second one, and I also knew it would get funded, and it almost immediately did.
Uh-oh. Well, goodbye, Sonic. Yeah, there's a lot more ways you can die in the machine, and you need 5 emeralds in the machine instead of the 3 that you needed in the previous 2 stages.
Yeah, no, the only thing that I funded, I guess, was like, I think it was like I contributed like $50 to like Monkey Wrench, if y'all know what that is. It's not a game, it's
Yeah.
The
web
animation.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and that was basically like it.
I love Monkey.
I think the only thing I don't really like. I only kind of regret it, but backing Jackbox did a Kickstarter for, I think it was Quiplash, and then they immediately turned, like almost like a year after Quiplash did come out, they just turned around and put XL into the next party pack.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, and there goes another Sonic.
What am
There's no...
I doing here?
How the fuck did I get Sonic out of that? I should not have lived that. Let's try to get in there. There's 1 emerald.
And that's game over for me.
Yep, we might be wrapping up with this game soonish, but I think Freeze is working through stage 2, so I want to at least let Freeze be able to finish stage 2, because you got what, 2 emeralds currently?
2. Missing 1 more.
You
Trying
know,
to get it right
I'm
now.
surprised it was just 1 GF plush. I thought you would have bought them all.
Let's...
No, Cam, no, not back over here, no.
Uh-oh, goodbye, Sonic.
I'm gonna be actually like making plushes eventually, but I'm not gonna like publicly sell them. More like kind of like if anybody asks, you know, I'll like sell. But like I don't want to like publicly show myself because you get a bunch of weirdos asking for some very specific things. If you know, you know.
And I died. But I did get a nice score.
Oh,
I'm working on.
I've got an extra ball. I didn't realize.
I'm actually working on a legendary plush, and it's 8 feet tall of a Pokemon. It's Reshiram. It's gonna take for
Holy
a long
smokes.
time, though.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I guess I'm not getting back to that side anytime soon. That's
Oh, I know I was
unfortunate.
gonna die. Oh, I died.
Can I jump in here? Yeah, this is one way I can get in here. Well, it doesn't matter if I just fuck that up.
What would be a really funny game for me to put on in the background, since I don't want to have to keep retrying?
Didn't quite get that. I mean, we could do the Mario hack that we didn't get to see. That'd be a funny one.
Maybe. Let me look at my Game Gear. You know what? I've done this. I'm doing this a third time.
Are you mean beating?
Yeah. And I'm doing the Game Gear version.
Nice.
There you go. The version that we had like not too long ago on here
Yeah.
too. Oh shit! Come on, Sonk. No, what are you doing, Sonk the honk? Okay, that stops the platform. That could be a lot more useful though.
Oh yeah, fun fact about making plushes. Everything is super cheap to get, all the materials, except for the stuffing.
Huh.
Interesting.
I could see that.
I genuinely can't, like, answer that, because I don't know. All I know is I have to buy $700 worth of stuffing, and I'm like, oh.
Whoa! What?
So that's why I said it's gonna take forever, because with how much stuffing I'm gonna be using, it's gonna be, like, I think, close to being 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Jeez.
And I don't want to go to Goodwill and, like, you know, rip out then, like, stuffed animals, because that would feel mean.
You actually thought of that. I wouldn't have ever thought of that.
Well, someone thought of that, told me that, and I was like, I'm not gonna freaking kill stuffed animals because
No, but it's funny. You
That's
can,
a-
like,
I don't want to
record
freaking
yourself
sign
ripping
it
them
and they
open.
come back and kill me.
It's still a funny concept of like, I need to get stuffing. What's the most logical way to get stuffing? Of course, steal the stuffing from a bunch of other stuffed animals and commit mass murder of stuffed animals.
Sacrifices.
Well,
Yeah.
I hear of a lot of people doing that. Okay, pillows, yes. But stuffed animals have souls, probably, so I'm not risking it.
Probably.
Probably.
Listen, it's like it was JFK said. He's like, I fear nothing but stuffed animals coming to life. They scare me.
Uh-huh.
And then Item Label comes over and be like, yeah.
Oh, didn't I have to go through one of these to get an emerald?
Jay, what if I made like a 6-foot-long PP? That would be like, okay. When I'm referring to that, I'm referring to something else. I just realized out of context, I might sound bad.
Phrasing?
Yeah, you wanna double back on that one a bit?
Okay, so this little creature that like Jay has, it's a plush. It's called like PP, like spelled like PEE.
Is that the one that I see sometimes on the stream while I'm cropping?
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
Oh, PP. I know PP.
Yeah, when I said that out loud, I was like, oh yeah, I can't just say 6-foot-long PP.
you really can't.
I didn't think about that one a little bit more. Okay, well, back to the main area. How you doing on those emeralds, Freeze?
I got them all. I'm just trying to get up there now. I got up there now.
Nice.
Oh, Beak, you can clip that and have a field day as much as you want with that one.
I mean, if we want to make this even worse, we can just do it like on a count of 3. We all say PP.
No.
The immediate no.
It has to be expected from me.
I'm gay, but I'm on stream right now.
It's like a bit I saw from a different video of, okay, everybody, all together. 3, 2, 1, come.
Oh yeah, from not Make Some Noise, Game Changer.
Game changer, yeah.
Yeah.
For all the daddies out there.
You can now.
Oh, what a goofy show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
from what
knew
I said
a game
earlier,
show
y'all
about never being the same thing would be so entertaining.
Yeah, one of my friends has done a version of that, but for video games, called the Mystery Show, where every single time it's a different show. So like they had one that was taking inspiration from Pokemon Snap, but instead of it being like actual Pokemon Snap, instead you were taking screenshots in like Symphony of the Night, taking screenshots of monsters with that. Which was neat to see. The one that I was actively a participant in was a 50 States of Gaming, where you had 50 challenges, where all the goals were beat the game, but you're given a state that basically puts you, like, right at the final boss, or something to that effect. So, you had to just beat the game, but only one of them was the, quote, winning state. But each state that you completed, you got a hint on what the winning state was or was not.
Damn.
So you had to keep completing a bunch of challenges, and you needed to get the... you had to figure out which one was the winning state, clear that one. And you could stop your timer at any point by basically just declaring that you believe that you have cleared the winning state, and that stops your timer. And it doesn't matter how many states you got, or like if you beat the winning state earlier. All that matters is when you stop your timer. I think by the end, I think almost all of us did actually beat the winning state. Some of them even beat it very early and could have stopped their timer early, but they didn't know it was the winning state, so they didn't. Let's see if I can get one more emerald in here, because Freeze, you're running out of time to beat the boss if we're on the 30-minute timer. Not that it matters, because we're not going to be playing another game after this, but... let's see if I can get this emerald this time.
The secret 6-person joins.
Yeah.
Fuck out! It's Beak with the steel chair.
I got another emerald. How many emeralds do I have at this point? I think I've got like 3 of them. I have no idea how many I have. I have some amounts of them. I think I will, if I were to commit to it, I would beat the machine. No way in hell I would be beating the final stage, though, because fuck that stage. That stage is awful. Now, sometime later I'll link I think there's a VOD for the, 50 States of Gaming show that I was a part of. So I can link that VOD later for somebody to see. There's another emerald.
Alright, thank you.
I do not remember this fight being inspired.
It can be surprisingly mean. But
There's
with...
a video you sent, like, 2 games ago.
Oh yeah, the Epona one. And we just forgot about it. Because we just...
Where is that?
We're moving on to other things. Alright, there's another emerald somewhere. I have no idea where it is, and I don't care, because that's time. Alright, so let's talk about some video games that we played.
Alright.
Alright, so, started the night with B.O.B.
That was actually not as bad as I was worried it would be complete like Eurojank, but it was fun. It was decent actually.
It was average Eurojank instead.
Yeah.
I'm kind of neutral on the game. Like I can take it or leave it. Like it's not a bad
Also, I just
game.
beat the lava powerhouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A little bit after the timer, but still good to be able to do that. But back to B.O.B. Yeah, it was very, it was a fine enough game. One I could see myself finishing, maybe if I find a copy of it or something like that. But it can still, like, we were all having at least some level of difficulty with it. Especially with some of the blind leaps of faith that you have to take.
it's definitely one of those games where once you play it once, you kind of get a feel for it and can like go, okay, well this is how this stage works, and you just can like breeze through it then.
Here's the 50 states video. I'll throw this in chat as well. The 50 states video I was talking about that I was a part of.
All right.
If you want to watch that later. Alright, game number 2, Beetle Adventure Racing for N64.
I thought it would be alright.
I was having a good time until I went blind.
Yeah.
And then I started having a better time.
Because there's just too much laughing.
There was just nonsensical crashing noises and metal bending and glass like breaking, and I had no visuals for it, so my imagination ran wild. It was very goofy in an unintentional way, for sure.
Yeah, I had heard about it from time to time, so it's nice being able to actually play it. And yeah, it's a fun racer. It's one I would have fun with if I had it as a kid.
I'd like to check it out again when I can see the game for the second race.
Well, I guess you could try the parallel correlator because it was working.
True.
It was working more adequately for me in that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right, game number 3, Iridion II for GBA.
I thought it was a nice, fun game.
That one was incredibly impressive for a GBA game.
As that series tends to do well. I would say pick it up on Steam because it's also on Steam. Small problem with that. You ever hear of Pico?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those Pico games like Glover.
Oh.
Where like, yeah, sure, it's on Steam, but it's people don't really like Pico, and I don't necessarily blame them. But that's about the Steam version. Game itself here on GBA, pretty good looking game. Also pretty lengthy, a lot lengthier than the first one. Because the first one's only 7 stages.
The first one was only 7 stages, really.
Yeah. And as you heard, the music is pretty top-notch as well in Iridion II, as it was in the first one. And that's most of what I have to say about it. Now, for part of that segment, we were also just, like, talking about, other random things the whole way through. Just going on random tangents. Alright, game number 4, Super Mario Bros. 2 for NES.
I mean, honestly, it's like, pretty solid game, but not much else I can say. It's Mario 2.
Yeah, it's Mario 2.
It's fairly well known, so there's a lot that people can just kind of infer, but playing it for the first time rather than watching it like I have most other times I've seen the game, I have to say, it played a bit differently than how I expected it. It was a lot less floaty from what I imagined.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably feel that floatiness if you played as Luigi.
I did try Luigi, and it was still less floaty than I imagined.
Yeah. Get that good old flutter jump. Alright.
Also, I just finally finished my FF5 randomizer run as well.
Nice.
But I think Mario 2 was a lot more enjoyable for me just because I have that, like you said, osmosis of knowledge for a lot of the game. I feel like if I was going into that completely blind and didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Because I'd have to spend a good amount of time figuring out what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I feel like the game could stand... I never remember... I think the game has continues out the gate. You don't have to earn the continues, at least. I want to say.
Well, I came over multiple times, and it kept sending me back to 1-1.
I think continues put you at the start of a world, so it may just not have... The continue system may also just not kicked in, because some games will do that, where you can't use continues in the first world or whatever. When you'd be getting sent back to the beginning of the game, they just kick you back to the title screen instead. There are games that do that.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense, because, like, why would you use continue when it's just, like, better
Yeah.
for you to just reset the game at that point.
Yeah, which is, it can be both good and bad, because it's good because you don't waste those continues. It can be bad if you're playing for the first time and you don't get any sort of like continue screen. You're like, oh, this game has no continues. Oh no. And then you find out the game gaslit you. And lastly, Sonic Spinball for Sega Genesis.
Pain.
I enjoyed that game.
I love it, but also yes, pain.
Pain. So
Oh,
much pain.
It's like flaming hot Cheetos. I'm just gonna say that you can put it together. It's like it's good, but too much is too much.
Yeah, I like Spinball enough. Like, I'm perfectly fine with Spinball in the first, like, 2 stages, and partially also the 3rd stage. Fuck that 4th stage. Like, if you haven't seen Stage 4 Spinball,
yeah.
go look that up. It is a mess of a stage.
I was having enough pain in stage 1. I don't think I can handle it.
Alright, and lastly, rankings, starting with Alfie 5.
Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious what my number 5 is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Spinball. This was the first time I quit a game early. And
That's entirely
it's not
fair.
because I didn't... So, I can see where the game would be enjoyable for pinball enjoyers. However, I have not been one to enjoy pinball for, like, hitting the objectives. I just like smashing the buttons on the side of the machine. And in this game, you're smashing the buttons on your controller, and you have to, like, make progress and stuff. It just feels way too random, I guess. I don't have the skill with the bumpers, basically, to get anywhere significant in that game. So, because of my lack of skill, and because of my not enjoying pinball, but just, like, my different way of enjoying pinball, definitely my number 5. My number 4 would probably be... I'm gonna put Beetle Adventure Racing, because, for one, I chose the yellow car, and it had, like, no traction. I feel like it would have played a bit more to my style in racing games if I'd chosen one of these slower but cars that had more traction. But then there was also the hiccup in the middle of it where I went blind, so that I had to play like a whole 10 minutes via the minimap. Of course, if I were playing this on hardware with a proper emulator, I feel like it would have bumped up my list a bit more, but I'll definitely have to give it another shot, for sure. Number 3, I'm gonna put as Super Mario Bros. 2. Simply because if I'm ranking this just on the game alone and not having known everything about the game going in, I definitely find it confusing and difficult and a bit frustrating, for sure. Number 2, I'm going to put Iridion II. The graphics were really, really cool, and the music was banging. The weapons, I couldn't really get a grip on. There was like 1 or 2 that I really meshed with, and the rest were just kind of, they either felt weak fully upgraded, or they're a bit hard to like maneuver for certain stages. There's probably niches where you should bring weapon X to stage X and weapon Y to stage Y, but I wasn't able to figure that out in the short time span we had. I also threw the game on the medium difficulty and was still having a lot of trouble, but that's probably just because I don't play shmups a lot. I'll definitely have to check out Iridion 2 again to hopefully get further in the game than just the first, I think it was the first Galaxy or whatever, first system.
The first 3 stages.
Yeah, so that's going to be my number 2 pick, and my number 1's going to be Bob, because I've played a lot of Bob. I think I have like 4 hours clocked into it, and at first I was just like, this game controls piss poorly, and then I just kind of fall in love with the jank a little bit. And it does have charm, and I just love the like stupid little catchphrases and the poses he does, and the little but he crawls.
It has a bit of Gex energy to it. I was thinking about this more.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like a little guilty when I put my game as number 1, but I don't know, just I really enjoy Bob for some reason. There's something about that little
Jesus.
stinker. So that's my ranking.
Alright, Freezestar.
Alright, so I'm gonna preface this with saying I enjoyed all of these games, so
Mm-hmm.
but I think I'll put Bob at the bottom because as enjoyable as it was, I could tell that game was gonna cause problems later. Because there were moments of like jank to it, like I said, the fall damage into like losing all your health on a damage zone, stuff like that. And then 4, I would give to Sonic Spinball. As that is a game that I know that game pretty well, and I do enjoy it pretty well. But I can also understand why you wouldn't like it. See it. And then 3 would be. I think 3 I would probably have Iridion II. I think it plays a lot. It's very technically impressive, but as a GBA game, but it also is another shmup to some extent. Like it feels a lot like a lot of other shmups that I've played. And then 2, I would put Mario 2. I do think there are better versions of Mario 2, or at least more friendlier versions of Mario 2 to play, like playing the All-Stars version or the Advanced version. But I do enjoy that it is Mario 2. What more could I say? And then at the top, I would unsurprisingly put Beetle Adventure Racing, because that game was real. Like that, I haven't really played that game too much since I bought it, but that game was goofy and fun, and I want to play more of it.
J Emerald.
Alright. Number 5, I'm gonna have to put Bob in. I have to agree with Freezestar with this. The falling down into like the damaged areas really does take the toll of your health. And if you get to like later levels, it does get confusing seeing where you go and whatnot. But at least you got passwords, so there you go.
Alright. And 4th?
Number 4 is Iridion II. It is a fun shooter, but it does get a bit boring. Boring a bit. Oh, I almost fell asleep. Number 3 is Beetle Adventure Racing. It's a pretty average racing game. That's all I have to say. Number 2 is Sonic Spinball. I love me some pinball. Oh, and, well, it does get tedious to control, but hey, that's pinball for you. Yep. And number 1, Super Mario Bros. 2, baby!
I love your energy shift immediately when you get to Super Mario.
Yeah, it's like
It's
he's
just
like,
mellow,
yeah,
nice, and then
Super
suddenly Super Mario Brothers 2!
Yeah, he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Super Mario 2, baby.
Alright, for my list at the bottom, I'm also gonna put Bob at the bottom. I think if I was blind to all these games, it would escape 4th place, because I think Spinball would be 5th place for me if I were going into it blind. But with that background knowledge for Spinball, at least bumps it into 4th for me. But yeah, the big criticism that everybody else has said about Bob, who put it in 5th place, where you can fall damage into a hurting zone and immediately die, so it might as well just be fall of death. That's very mean, especially, like, at that point, just make it a death pit. But, yeah, Bob 5th, Spinball 4th, Third's going to be Iridion II. As a shmup, it's not really anything to write home about mechanically, but as like a visual spectacle on GBA, and when it comes to music, it's pretty top notch. I talked a bit about Iridion 3D, the first game. I'll throw a long play of that here in the Discord as well as in the Twitch chat for anybody who wants to look at that later. We've had it on the show before. It's a game that I grew up with, and it also looks very nice, again, for a launch title for the GBA for Iridion 3D. Second's gonna be Mario 2. I beat Mario 2 at my fair share of times, including tonight. So there's not really any surprises here. Most people know that's at least regarded as a good game, so I don't really have much to add from that. And that's why Beetle Adventure Racing does get the nudge into first place, because usually if there's a game that would normally get first place for me, it usually gets bumped down because I already know it's good. And I mean, I've heard good things about Beetle. I mean, it's a 0 out of 10 game because there's no Beetles there. I've been lied to.
Beetles.
But no, it's like, it's a fun racing game. Like, I do enjoy racing games. I'm big on, like, Outrun, for example. I do enjoy a good Outrun. And Beetle Adventure Racing, I like these games where there's not nearly as much items. They just feel like a little more chilled than something like Mario Kart with, you know, all the items and whatnot. Something that's just pure racing is something I like to play to unwind, and Beetle Adventure Racing is something that I would think would be perfect for that. And lastly, Roxanne.
Alright, so I gotta put Bob at 5 because it's like I'm so neutral about that game. Like, it's not bad. I mean, I could probably play through it if I wanted to, but kind of lack of interest. But I do think it's a good. I do think it's a good game. You know, and all. I would. A lot of mine are probably gonna be a little shorter because I'm kind of feeling a little short on words at the end of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say at 4, I would put Beetle Adventure Racing. It's like, yeah, I definitely did have like more consistent fun with that, and you know, I could probably, you know, beat the game, but in like one sitting. But I don't think I would really come back to it all that much if I ever played it again. But yeah, no, it's definitely definitely pretty fun. I would, and for 3, I'm gonna put Mario Bros. 2. You know, classic, just some classic Mario fun. You know, not traditional like style Mario, but you know, they took another game, put Mario on it, and they were like, you know what, the Americans are gonna fucking love this, and you know what, they're not wrong. It's a great game.
This game kind of sucks. It doesn't even have.
Yeah, actually, it's
not even a real Mario
I think
game.
Mario should have been canceled a long time ago. I'm joking. No, I think it's a pretty good game. I would definitely consider it a good like 7 out of 10 game. Like, it's definitely like above average for me. You know, pretty good game. I could definitely play it multiple times. Definitely a one-sitter game. That was, hold up. That was 3rd, right?
Yeah, that was 3rd. You still got Spinball and Iridion.
I'm gonna put Iridion at 2nd because I'm not as familiar with that game, but I did have like a lot of fun with that because, you know, I like those kinds of games. I could definitely have like a marathon in one day, like a good 12-hour marathon of just playing nothing but those style of games. And if I did, I would definitely put that one in it. Yeah, I had quite a bit of fun with it. And at number 1, I am gonna put Sonic Spinball there. But I have played this game religiously as a kid, and it, you know, means a lot to me. You know, I have a shrine dedicated to this game.
You have a shrine?
Yeah, I'm joking. No, I don't have a shrine to that, but I do have a Dr. Robotnik shrine because, you know, from the, you know, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, listen, listen.
You're not kidding about the Dr. Eggman shrine, right? That was
no.
real, right?
No, I wish I did, but that's gonna probably be a future thing.
You can't keep fibbing to me, man.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do like. I mean, I do have like a print that does have like Eggman on it in my room, but you know, the alternative universe Eggman. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, no, I do have a print of that in my room. But yeah, no, I think Spinball's pretty good, and yeah, I should try out the other versions of it. But yeah, that's what I think. That's my ranking. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And that is going to be a wrap for this week. So, what do people have going on that they want to promote? Starting with Alfie 5.
Well, currently, not much. I've been on and off editing a video on my YouTube channel, which hasn't really gotten any progress as of late. And other than that, I've just been I got a new job recently, so I've really been nose to the grindstone on that. So I don't really have much going on in the online space. But if you ever want to see what I'm up to, you can always follow me on my Blue Sky or my YouTube, Alfie5, everywhere. So yeah, that's it.
Freezestar, what do you have going on?
Let's see. Currently in between playthroughs, as I just finished up Rhythm Heaven Fever on Thursday. So I'll be doing some retro achievements and probably some shenanigans on next Thursday. But Friday is always Final Fantasy. Currently it's Final Fantasy 14 with Star. And then Saturday is more retro stuff. In theory, tomorrow, if I'm streaming, I will be working on a Final Fantasy 4 randomizer that I had made at the end of last year.
Nice.
J Emerald, do you have anything going on?
Well, I finally got motivated to work on my RPG Maker game.
Ooh, fun.
Awesome.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's going on. Plus I help out Brian to get to work on, like, give him a tutorial on how to do RPG Maker stuff, since he got VX Ace for free.
Oh yeah, that happened recently.
Yeah, that's a sale
RPG
that
Maker
was. I don't know if it's still going on. Getting VXAs for free. I definitely did get it for free, but I bought it like many years ago for like 90% off or something like that.
Same here.
Roxanne, do you have anything going on?
Mostly just like working on like stuff for my game and a couple other projects. I also have like a side little project that might become like a full thing, but I don't really know. I'm gonna try and work on like learning some like mechanics of like, say, like a Resident Evil game, and just mess around with that. I think that'd be really fun. Maybe like because I was like kind of thinking of like, oh, what if Resident Evil, but you could actually just slam chairs on like zombies? I think that would be hilarious.
So Dead Rising.
Yeah, pretty much like Dead Rising, but a little more serious. And also, I'm setting up stuff for next month when I start streaming, which is going to be terrifying because I'm going to be doing a versus kind of thing, and I am still trying to find well, someone's probably going to like jump on it like pretty easily, but I got to find a person to verse me. It's going to be a terrifying experience. It's going to be lots of fun. I would not recommend watching if you are. Well, actually, you can't really watch it if you're under 18 because there is a lot of like foul language me and my friends say, a lot of scary stuff, a lot of things that would make listen. It's like if your grandmother can't handle it, yeah, that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. I don't know. That's pretty much what's going on. Basically, kind of setting up a bunch of stuff right now.
All right. And for my part, tomorrow, I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/Mystery Funhouse because I have to do my next mystery tournament match against Arcbliss, legendary 9th place player in that community. Sunday is Archipelago night, so I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/Lunar Heights Arcade. We're going to be doing Archipelago. I decided to put Zelda 3 in there because it's been a bit since I've done Zelda 3 in an Archipelago. Probably gonna have to chase down more YAMLs tomorrow, but I'll worry. That's a task for tomorrow. Tuesday, since I finished Yakuza 6 this week, Tuesday we start the next RGG game in sequence, which, if we're going by release order, means I'm starting Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, and that's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah.
Wednesday is more Final Fantasy 6. Thursday is more UFO 50, and next Friday we'll be back again for more Retro Book Club and more questionable games. Let's go find somebody to raid. is up now? Oh, speaking of UFO 50, looks like Smite's doing UFO 50 and is doing a game that I've played, already. So let's go say hi to Smite. And we'll see you next week. Have a good night, folks.
Bye bye.
Good night,
Remember to
everybody.
eat plenty of beetles.
I'm going to bed.